Alrighty. So, everybody, are we ready to start? Ready to start?
Yeah.
Yesterday,
Give me a second. I'm gonna throw my laundry in the washer. Is the washer open, guys?
The washer is open.
Okay, I'm gonna throw my stuff. I'm gonna throw my stuff in the washer real quick. Hold on.
Well, I gotta
So
tell
last
Maria to do it.
time, we ended with a trip to the local bar, right?
Yep.
I
was scamming people at poker.
And that was everyone but Kandur, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Let me ask each one of you, how much did you drink?
Probably none, considering I was busy scamming.
A couple
Maybe
beers.
Yeah, it's like
a
probably
beer.
2 ales.
Okay, you guys feel like you didn't go ham, huh?
We didn't go ham, no.
Alright.
This Jhin didn't.
Didn't have the time.
Nah, there we go.
I needed my brain to work for the scam to work, so.
Yes, you did. That's fair. So you guys all come back and you get cozy in bed, and I want to ask who has the highest passive perception.
I have 12.
11.
11.
I think it's Kandur.
God damn it, Kandur. It was like we can look.
My wisdom score is 14, so.
Campaign, here, let's just look. Kandur. Kandur has a passive perception, right? 12.
12.
Mm-hmm. So nothing beats a 12. Daedalus and Kandur have 12.
Oh, interesting.
I realized I rolled extremely well on my ability scores.
Oh, I forgot to add one thing. Give me 1 second. I gotta do something. Let's see. Inventory.
You rolled extremely well, dude. Holy shit. Damn.
Yeah, subtract 1 from everything, and that's my natural score.
God damn. Fucking ridiculous. You have more health than I do. What the shit? Wait, I think I did a standard array. That's why.
I too just did standard array, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna be at like campaign 3 or 4 or 5, and I'm still gonna be like, I don't know.
We're gonna randomize character. It's fine.
Alright, well, I just want to say none of you have a long rest yet. You all should be still in yesterday's.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But I assume the time that we spent in the cavern is enough to qualify as a short rest, though?
Oh yeah, you guys have had a short rest since the last time we played.
Okay.
Yes.
So I will give you a short rest. Yeah, that's definitely.
So apart from general building general exhaustion, I am completely topped off.
So
one health.
Since Daedalus and Kandur both have the highest passive perceptions, I'll start with you, Daedalus. You hear. It's the middle of the night. Everyone's fallen asleep as far as you know. And you are woken by the sound of some gold coins hitting the ground downstairs.
I will get up, and I will I'll crack open my door slightly, and send my raven out to check out and see what's going on.
Where do you send your raven?
I assume is the sound coming from the main? Do I have the sense that the sound is kind of coming from the main hall of the guild hall, or?
Pretty hard to tell since you just woke up by it, but I will let you roll a another perception check to see if you hear any other noise.
Okay. 14 plus 2 is 16.
Yeah, you hear some shuffling downstairs. So, because if I remember correctly, our beds are kind of upstairs, right? And then there's kind of a main hall downstairs, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear shuffling. You hear shuffling.
Is there like some sort of? Do you imagine there's some sort of balcony into the main hallway that I can check?
Oh, there's windows at least into the main hallway.
I'm actually going to, instead of sending my raven around, I'm just going to try to creep downstairs because I can see completely perfectly in darkness because of Devil's Sight.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to sneak down to try and get a handle of or figure out what's going on.
Okay. I'm gonna wait for Kandur now. Which the shadows
The shadow
suggest
of
that
Mar-
he's
Yelling
goofing
at
off.
here.
Sorry, what did I miss? I had to smack Maria on the ass.
You
multiple
awake
times.
suddenly in the middle of the night. You have had
Playing
time for
sound.
a short rest, but you do not have time for a long rest. It sounded like coins hitting the floor.
Hold on, I gotta finish my short rest. D8.
By the way, with me sneaking, do you want a stealth check from me, or
Yeah, definitely gonna want a stealth check from you.
Nice.
would I have advantage because it's completely dark, or is that?
I'm gonna go with. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Oh my god. I regret.
4 and a 5. That's a 7.
A 7?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go to Kandur. Well, so Kandur, what are you doing? You just hear kind of a crash of some coins hitting the ground.
Is my wife next to me?
Um,
Is my wife in the adjacent bed?
ask Maria if she is in the bed next to you.
Maria, are you in the bed next to me? She says, "Fuck no, how am I not on the couch?"
So she must be on the couch then.
What a real
But
gentleman.
she's asleep in the room.
But she's in the room somewhere.
Yep, she's asleep in the room on the floor where she usually sleeps.
Do I see her? No, we have 2 beds in my room.
Okay, then she's in her bed.
Yes, she's in her bed and I'm in mine.
Sure, she's in her bed.
I want to wake her up.
Okay,
And smack her on
so
her
that
ass.
does mean I get to roleplay your wife. What is it?
God damn it, woman! They're doing the thing in the hall again. Go stop them, honey. God damn it!
Okay, so Daedalus, as you walk out of your room and start going downstairs, you see Kandur's wife. Ah, Daedalus, was that you? Now it's Mickey Mouse.
I will reply using Awaken Mind. No, I heard something downstairs. Keep it quiet for now.
So she's gonna walk back into the room, Kandur. Daedalus, there's something downstairs. And you have to stay quiet.
Phyllis said, "Stay quiet." Why did he
Yes.
tell you?
Because you sent me.
Oh yeah, right. Good call. Yeah.
Can you take care of this?
I don't know. I'm real tired.
Me too.
You want to just go back to bed?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go back to bed.
Okay. Daedalus, you rolled a 7.
Mm-hmm. I stumble a bit going down the stairs.
Yeah. You hear somebody yell, "Oh shit, here he comes." And you Let me see. And you. Does a 21 hit?
Yeah, 21 hits me.
You take 10 points of piercing damage, and I would like for everybody to roll initiative because I think everybody heard that.
Yeah, I would have gone, ah.
Oh no.
Ooh. Oh boy. Okay. That's pretty good. Man. Hey.
That's a pretty good initiative roll.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Okay. I'm a fan.
Good morning.
Oh no.
All right, 25 to 20.
22.
So we have Daedalus
24.
and
Jhin, then
then
Daedalus.
Jhin.
Jhin,
Wait.
then Daedalus. 24. I have 24.
Yeah, he's got 24. I've got 22.
I heard you backwards.
Womp womp.
Jhin, Daedalus. 20 to 15. Yeah.
19.
Okay. 15 to 10.
14.
So,
I mean, yeah, that's everyone.
and then Kandur, you had 19, you said?
Yes.
Oh, buddy. Okay. All right, Jhin, it's your move. What do you want to do?
So I'm probably still chilling in bed, so I'm gonna bust
You
out of my
wake up
room.
to the sound of "oh shit" and
Daedalus going,
Daedalus going ah.
let's fucking go. I bust open the door and just gun forward. I don't know who anything that I see.
All right, so I think with 30, you've got 30 feet. Is that right?
What do you mean? Yeah,
Oh,
30.
movement, yeah.
Movement,
Are
yeah.
you gonna move and try and go downstairs?
Not yet.
Not yet. So how close to the stairs are you going to get? I would say, like, from your room, it's what, like 20 feet?
This
You can
balcony.
see Daedalus, like, you can see his head going, because he's walking down the stairs.
Okay, so there's no like balcony or anything. Like I
don't
can't
know.
see
It's our
anything.
house. Is there a balcony? that
Yes,
overlooks
there
the
is a
staircase?
balcony.
Like an overlook to
There's
what's
like a
happening.
long
Sure,
hall in
yeah,
the
I see what
middle.
you're doing.
All
I
right,
like
it's
it.
like I didn't
Yeah,
know
I
if there
like
was
it.
a
I like
railing.
it.
Okay.
So it's like an open, it's a vaulted ceiling in the hall, and there's a
Yeah.
balcony and a stairs. Sure, yeah,
Yep,
I'll
a
do
balcony
that. I'll do that.
on both sides, I believe.
Okay, balcony on both sides, stairway in the middle.
Yep.
Perfect. Sounds good. All right. So
So
you run over to the balcony.
yep.
All right, you run over to the balcony.
I look down and what do I see?
So I want you to roll a perception check with disadvantage because it's dark out, unless you've got dark vision.
I do not. Well, it looks like that's gonna be a 2 there, boys.
A 2?
2.
So
Like a nat 1 kind of 2.
A 3.
-1.
a 3 minus 1.
A 3
So
total perception, 2 plus 1.
Oh, yeah.
you can see a human standing in your hallway, and he has a thing of coins sitting at his feet. That's all you see. And you see Daedalus, of course. but
Obviously, I recognize Daedalus.
You recognize Daedalus, and then you see one other form in the dark, but you can't really tell what it is.
I'm just gonna like kind of point at the form and hold my action if he moves, and say, "If you value your life, don't move."
You're saying that to the form?
It's in the form, yeah. I'm just staring wherever that form is. If I see it and move, I'm just
Gonna bop him.
Okay.
I'm just gonna bop him.
Okay, interesting. All right. It's Daedalus's turn. Would you make a perception check for me? Now that you do have dark vision, you said?
I have Devil's Sight, so yeah, both non-magical and magical darkness do not affect me.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll me just a straight perception check.
11 plus 2 is a 13.
All right. So, and since you can tell dark, it's not super dark. You can tell that you can see the human standing there. He is kind of on the side. You see what looks like two identical dwarves who are also closer over to like the kitchen area, and you see Cauldron is tied up and sitting next to the front door.
How close are all of these people to each other?
So I would say, because how big is our Great Hall?
Pretty fucking big.
I would say it's pretty big.
Like 30, 40 feet by something?
I think 40 by 50
40 by
is what we had.
40 by 50 or 40 by 30?
We'll call it 40 by 50. So the human is on the, given it a top-down view, the balcony and staircase is on the south side, just for my mental picture, okay? So we got our balcony and stairs on the south side. And then, where is the front entrance? Would it be on the north side?
Yes, it's on the north side.
Okay, front entrance.
Or this
And
one's
then
this.
where is where's like the kitchen and
Kitchen.
dining area?
Under the balcony or under the bedrooms, yeah.
Okay, so you see that the human is just underneath of the balcony that Jhin ran to, which is, I'm going to call that the west balcony, because you didn't specify if that's okay with you, Jhin.
Yep. It'll work.
All right, so the human is at the stairs just underneath of there. The two other figures are fairly close to each other, probably 10 feet apart from each other, closer to the entrance on the east side. And then, like I said, Cauldron is next to the exit.
I guess how far is the single figure from the other two?
The human?
Yeah,
he's like 45 feet.
okay. Are any of these people that I would recognize?
No.
Alright. I am going to cast Suggestion on the human.
Okay, go for it.
I'm going to say, you really don't want to do this. You should help us take care of these other two intruders. It is a Wisdom save with a DC of 15.
Wisdom save with a DC of 15. He looks at you and says, I may not be the best around here, but I know your tricks.
Alright, that is my action. That is it.
All right, so the human is going to yell towards the kitchen and say, "Boss, I think the jig's up. We need to get something figured out here." And he's going to he's gonna go ahead and attack you, Daedalus.
Alright.
He's gonna run over to you and meet you at the stairs.
Does that not trigger Jhin's held action?
No, because he was holding it for the.
I'm holding it as the one person that I can see.
Oh,
Besides
I
you.
thought you said that you were holding it at the figure in the distance.
Yeah. That's the one thing
Isn't
that I
that the
can
guy
see.
on the balcony? Whatever guy
No,
on the
no,
balcony.
no. I'm looking down the balcony
You can
at some
see the
dude.
human underneath of him, and then you can see in the distance. You can see a form, a person, a form.
Yeah, and I'm at the
That's
person
like
that I
in the Great Hall. That's not on the balcony.
correct.
Yeah, that would be.
There-
I thought he was on the balcony.
I am
was
on
that?
the balcony. I am looking down, pointing my gun at someone standing in the hall.
Yes, correct.
And if they move or do something stupid, I'm gonna shoot them.
Right, but that's the form.
That is
This
some
is the human that is coming
Yes.
over to Daedalus.
yes, and I did not see that person, so I don't
Yeah,
know
you
they
did.
exist.
Didn't I say that you saw him?
Nope.
Oh, well then you didn't see him. Sorry.
But he hears, "Hey boss, I think the jig is up."
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
can hear all
definitely
this.
hear that.
I can hear all this crap.
So, over to Daedalus comes a 21 to hit,
Yep.
and that is going to be.
So is it a crossbow bolt or a throwing knife or?
No, he runs over to you and attacks you with a rapier.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, that's an 8 or an 8, so that's 11 points of damage of piercing damage.
Yep.
And he's going to punch you with his offhand. That's a 10. Does that hit?
My armor class is 13.
So he's gonna swing with his offhand, but you just deflect it with your hand. So now it's Kandur's turn.
So, question on Vicious Mockery.
Go for it.
Can I only use it on one person? Because that's like anyone who can hear me, right?
What does the spell say?
It says, at a creature you can see within range of the target, if the target can hear you.
A creature. So that would
A
be
creature,
one.
a single creature.
So it's just a single person.
Yeah, we're multiple.
You're
It's
talking
like
to
any number of or each would be the wording.
I mean, you can mock multiple
so I'm
people.
gonna-
It's just only one is vicious.
Okay, so I'm gonna come out of my room.
Okay.
I'm gonna be mumbling those goddamn kids are on my lawn again. I'm gonna look out, and I see all this, right? Do I
Make
see
Wait, do you have dark
the
vision?
guy fighting Daedalus?
Yeah, you'll see that because you're coming up to the stairs or coming out of your room. You said.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see that Daedalus is in a struggle, and that's what you can see from your door.
And so, I just see the one guy, or do I see anybody else?
Until you move any closer, you can only see the one guy.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery at the guy Daedalus is fighting.
Okay.
I'm just going to scream at him, "Get off my lawn!"
Okay.
And I need him to make a Wisdom saving throw with a DC of 16.
That is a failure.
Okay, so he will take 2d4 psychic damage.
Okay.
That will be 4 psychic damage, please.
Okay.
And he has disadvantage on his next turn,
Okay.
on his
On
next attack
attacks.
roll.
Perfect.
on just his attack roll. And then I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration on Daedalus and say, "Fuck him up, fam."
All right. And that is a D. Is it a D6 for you or a D8?
It's a 1 extra D8 for 10 minutes. You can use it on an ability check, attack roll, or a saving throw. You can do it after you see the roll, but before you know the outcome.
Pat, help me remember that disadvantage because I'm not seeing a great place to put it right here.
Yep, I'll remember the disadvantage.
Cool, thank you. All right. So that was Kandur.
And then how far away from me is he?
I would say you're like 10 feet.
I'm going to use Daunting Roar on him.
Okay.
I need him to roll a Wisdom saving throw with a DC of 15.
He fails that one too.
So now he is frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
Okay. That one I can put in conditions. Right. Perfect. Alrighty.
Are those both bonus actions?
Yes, they are both bonus actions.
So then you only get to do one of them, right?
Yeah.
I can only do one?
You
Yeah,
can
you
either
only
do the roar or you can do the inspiration.
Yeah, let's do the roar. I think that's going to be more helpful in this situation.
Does microphone die?
Looks like it.
Unfortunately,
it's-
like
Womp womp. Ba-ba.
Can you hear us?
Let's do the battery dice.
I'm doing the Daunting Roar.
Okay,
So
Dante
he is
roll.
frightened. He does not have disadvantage, but he is frightened of me, and I am behind Daedalus.
No,
So
he
if
still
he
has.
moves, he has to
Okay.
move away from me.
So you didn't do the vicious mockery?
No, I
No,
did do
he
the
didn't
Vicious
do the
Mockery.
bardic
he is still-
inspiration.
I did not do
He
the
the
bardic
bardic
inspiration.
inspiration.
So he is still at disadvantage.
No, he does not have disadvantage,
Yeah, because
but
that
he
was the
is
vicious
frightened
mockery.
of me.
The vicious is the
The
daunting
vicious
roar an
mockery
action?
did
Is
the
the
disadvantage.
Oh yeah,
yes. So
Yeah.
he
He
has
does have both
disadvantage
those.
and frightened of. So yes, those two things happen. The only thing that didn't
Alright.
happen is the buff.
Alrighty. So okay. Okay. Alright, so now the two characters that were that Daedalus can see, the two dwarves that you could see, they are going to turn around and one of them is going to run towards the kitchen entrance. So he's going to run underneath the east balcony. And as he's running that direction, he will.
I assume this would not trigger any sort of attack of opportunity from me.
No, he's not going to get that close. He's going to shoot at you with a short bow. Oh my god, that's a 19 to hit.
I mean that hits. He already said it's 13.
That's 1 point of damage. And the other one is also going to shoot his short bow at you. That's another 19. That's 3 points of damage, Daedalus.
Almost.
This is more damage in combat that in this like one round than Calvin has done to me the entire campaign.
Yeah, you better hope Seth doesn't DM more. Holy shit.
I kind of have another plan for a completely different story arc, so. But that'll be a few weeks. Anyways, all right. The second of the two dwarves, because there's two of them and they have the same initiative. They are The second one is going to move over towards Cauldron, towards the door.
This is
Stand
not the
next
one
to
that's
Cauldron.
closest to Daedalus, right?
No, the one closest to Daedalus would be the one underneath the balcony. And he ran under the balcony.
Okay, so he moved away from Daedalus and away from me, right?
Oh, no. The human? He already had
Oh.
his turn.
Yeah, the human's in front of me.
He already had his
One
turn.
of the dwarves went under the balcony, and the other one you said is going towards the entrance.
Yep. Yep. Alright, it is...
Would either of those two bits of movement have triggered Jhin's attack? Because you said you saw a form, but...
Well, so what I will say for Jhin, Jhin, you see a second form come up to the form in the far distance. Smaller form. So the one that you're holding your attack after, there's another form next to him now.
Yeah. Boo.
Alright, it is Kolaghan's turn.
I'm imagining I was not disturbed at all by the screaming, and I'm pretty leisurely getting up. I brush my teeth. I light a candle, because I haven't lit a candle in the tinderbox.
Okay.
And I still have my blanket on as like a cape, and
Okay.
I just poke my head out with my
Alright,
sword in
so-
one hand and a candle in the other, and just like, hey, what's going on? That's why I'm
Go
the
ahead.
slowest.
I'll let you have a free reaction to talk back to him.
People, bad.
Oh. Are you sure they're bad?
Fuck you, get down here.
I guess I will use my movement points to get downstairs.
Alright, so are you going to go just to the base of the stairs? How far
I'm
do you
just
want to go?
going towards as close as I can to Daedalus since he's the one yelling at me to come down.
Alright, so as you come next to Daedalus, of course you already used your action to brush your teeth and your bonus action to turn on your candle. With the candle light, though, I will say, Jhin, you can see now that the figure off in the distance is Cauldron, tied up, and you see the dwarf as well next to him.
Good thing I didn't shoot him.
What was that?
Good thing I didn't shoot him. As soon as
Yeah,
I
good
see
thing.
that, I'm gonna lower my gun.
Perfect.
I'm not gonna shoot him. I'm gonna turn probably towards Daedalus's area. Well, actually, no, there's someone right there next to him, so I'll move my gun an inch to the left and train it on that dwarf.
Sure, yeah, I'll let you do that. And Daedalus, Kolaghan, you move down right next to Daedalus and the human. Alright, it is Jhin's turn.
Well, there's some motherfucker that is coming up on my boy, Kandur. No, fuck. What the fuck?
Cauldron?
Cauldron, the other K.
Cauldron or Daedalus?
Cauldron. There it is. I'm gonna shoot that bitch. Because I can't see anyone else other than the guy now there and then the one right under me now.
Mm-hmm. The one that's under the balcony is under the other balcony. The one that was right underneath of you is next to Daedalus, and then there's the one by Cauldron.
Okay, I can see the one by Daedalus, yeah?
Yeah, you can.
I say those two probably got it handled because they have more than a few people there. I'm gonna shoot the one next to Cauldron.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Is he holding anything?
I mean, he has his. He's got a short bow because he just shot it at Daedalus.
In that case, I'm gonna take a disarming shot at him. If it hits.
Okay.
That'll be a 28 to hit, and
Yeah,
he
that's
has
gonna hit. Give me a second. I forgot to put his armor on. But yeah, go ahead. That hits.
And then a 29 to hit.
Wait, you take
I
2 disarming shots?
just 1 disarming shot
The
and
first or the second?
first one.
Okay.
Granted, I have 2 grit points, so I can use them both. But I'm only going to use the first one. And he makes a strength saving throw DC 16.
Strength saving throw DC 16. That is a 20, sir.
Shit. Okay. And I'll roll damage for these 2 attacks. One of them is.
So even the disarming shot does damage as
Yes.
well?
Yes.
Okay, so the first shot, actually, you see it hit well, it kind of hit his his bow, but he disappears.
He disappears.
Yeah, he disappears.
Fuck. So I just shoot into the fucking air. Well, okay, no. So then
That's
that
better
second
than
attack.
shooting at the air like you did
So that's your
all
first
last
attack.
round.
That's my first
you do get
attack.
You do get another attack.
Can I use the same roll or do I roll again? Up to you.
I'll let you use the same roll.
So then I'm gonna be like, oh fuck, whip around to the guy by Daedalus and shoot him. So that would have
Sure.
been the 29. I will roll that.
Yeah, that hits.
That is a 15 damage, just pew in the face.
Okay, cool. He hits the ground.
Yeah. I'm going to move to a more advantageous position to make my way where I can see and hopefully stay more on the balcony and see where I can move around so I can see more of the lower level.
You want to stay on the balcony, you said?
I would like to stay on the balcony.
There's not much more lower level that you can see because they're like under the ones that have gone underneath
They're more
the balcony, or the
underneath.
one that went
Okay.
underneath the balcony is underneath the balcony. So
Then I'm gonna go over by Daedalus then.
okay, I'm gonna say that 3 wide is all the wider you're gonna get on this staircase.
I will stand behind Daedalus.
Well, no, you can stand next to him, but
Okay.
if you guys all stand in the way, then Kandur can't come down.
Got it. I think I will still stand behind Daedalus just to make sure anyone else can get through that needs to be in the front.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
Daedalus, it's your turn.
You said the guy that was trying to stab me went down?
Uh-huh. Like a sack
Shot
of
him.
potatoes.
Shot in the face. Brains everywhere. Nasty.
That's rather suspicious to me, but I can see one dwarf vanished from sight.
Yep.
And the other one's over by the entrance?
No, the one by the entrance just went poof. And the other one you saw ran underneath the east balcony, the one to your right.
I thought that was the one that went towards Cauldron, the one that Jhin just shot.
The one that Jhin just shot was the human that was attacking
Well,
you.
he shot the guy with the boat though as well.
Yeah, he just went poof.
Okay, never mind. So the one by Cauldron the one by Cauldron's still there?
No, because Cauldron was by the entrance. The one by the entrance was the one by Cauldron.
So I am going to move around to get line of sight on the dwarf that just went under the balcony.
Okay, sure. So you go around, so you go down the stairs and you come around to start going back in towards like the mess hall, right? Underneath of the rooms. And you find a half elf sitting there. I'm sorry, Daedalus.
Ow.
13 is your armor class, right?
Yep.
That's another 8 points of damage for you as he his held action. He goes and hits you. So this is a half elf. You have not seen this guy yet. He just is coming out of the kitchen.
Okay. I am going to cast Hypnotic Pattern inside of the kitchen.
Okay, go for it.
Everyone that's in the kitchen needs to make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 15. On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration, and while charmed, it is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Okay. All right.
It is a 30-foot cube inside of there, so anybody that you would judge to be within that space inside the kitchen.
So, can you tell when it takes hold?
I would assume so.
So you feel it take hold of one mind.
Alright. I will get out of line of sight of the door using the rest of my movement.
Get out of line of sight of the entrance door or of the
door
into
the door into the kitchen.
Okay, so you'll use the rest to go like straight north to back up another 10 feet, 15 feet. How far? I'd say you have 15.
I'm moving parallel to the wall that the doorway is in. So I just want to get clear out of sight of the door.
Okay, so I'd say that you just have to move 5 feet back towards the staircase.
Yep. And so I think I got one of them out. If he's not moving, that's probably the one that I hit.
Alrighty. Is that your turn?
I guess I'll have bonus action tell my raven to get onto a perch that can see inside of the room from out here.
Okay.
I suppose I should technically have rolled initiative for my raven.
What is your raven's armor class?
Not a lot.
Because I would imagine.
Remember. Sorry, go ahead.
I would imagine that, like, if your raven is trying to get into the kitchen,
I'm saying from out here in the same room as us, find a person that can see into the doorway.
So it's not going into the kitchen.
Correct.
Okay. Are there like 2 doors with windows on it that can see into the kitchen?
Well, there's the doorway that I just cast through. But yeah. My Raven's initiative is 21, so it'll do what I told it to immediately after me, so.
Yep.
I gotta remember to do that.
Alright. On a death save, 1 through 10 is a fail, right? 11 through 20 is a success?
Correct.
Yes.
Cool. Alrighty. It is Kandur's turn.
I'm gonna go down the stairs and try and go into the kitchen.
Which side do you want to go through?
Are there multiple sides?
Mhm.
Which side did Daedalus try and go down into?
East side.
Oh, then I'm gonna try and go down the east side.
10 or higher is a success on death saves.
10 or higher. Okay, so that. All right.
What do I see when I go in the kitchen?
Well, when you get through the door, in the door, you see a half elf standing there with his quarterstaff at the ready.
Okay, how far away from me is he?
Did you just barge through the door?
Yes.
In melee.
In melee distance.
Yes.
With
Because he just hit Daedalus, and then Daedalus. Oh, you ran away. So no, but he already used his reaction, so you're good.
I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave at a 2nd level.
Okay.
I need him to make a Constitution saving throw with a DC of 16.
On save. That's a failure.
Okay, so he takes 3d8 thunder damage. Let me roll that real quick. He's going to take 21 thunder damage.
If that's
and
if that's a
be pushed
15,
back 10 feet.
if that's a 15-foot cube area as well. So in case that hits the person that you said I got inside that room.
Yeah, you would have hit them. You would have hit him.
So hypnotic pattern would no longer be in effect, but I don't know what incapacitated does for saving throws.
Yeah, good question. Because you said that he was charmed, right?
Charmed and incapacitated. Incapacitated though doesn't have any adverse effects on saving throws though.
So yeah, he still gets to save against it. You said it was Constitution
Yep, Constitution
16.
DC of 16, yes sir.
Yeah, he fails as well.
So he also is pushed back 10 feet and takes 21 points of thunder damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast. I've got another bonus action here. I'm going to give. Yeah, let's do. I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to Daedalus again
All right.
For the first time.
for the first time. Successfully this time.
All right. Yeah. Fun.
Rip Daedalus.
Yeah, I rolled a 6, an 8, and a 7 on my 3d8.
All right. Daedalus, Jhin, and Kandur. You see a dwarf appear basically where they were at the beginning, on the east wall, about 25 feet from the exit. You see a dwarf appear. All right, and right after you see that dwarf appear, you see another dwarf run out from underneath the west balcony and start running towards the exit. And he will run in. He will end up right next to Cauldron. And both will take shots at Kolaghan, because Kolaghan just showed up and he looks mean.
Dragon man, go roar.
In my blanket cape, yes. Toothbrush still
Well,
in
you
mouth.
also have the light, and so it's kind of like, oh hey, light, shoot.
Should have argued against. I just said brushing my teeth as a role playing thing. I should have argued against. Yeah, if I knew he was gonna
That's
say that was my action, but whatever.
Okay, so does a 17 hit?
I mean, double check, but I want to say no. 19.
Does
Is
it,
my
so
armor
20
class?
hits.
Yes.
Okay. That is 5 points of damage.
Wait, his armor class was 19 though, I thought.
Yeah, so both of them shot at him. One of them rolled a 17, the other rolled a 20. Yep. And then, Kandur, you see the half-elf will run to the other side, to the west side
Of the kitchen?
of the kitchen, and then we'll
Not
run.
like knocked prone or anything?
You said he was. Oh, is he knocked prone by the
He gets
thunder?
pushed back 10 feet.
He's pushed
So I
back
don't know,
10 feet.
like if he hits the wall or something, I don't know if he takes more damage.
How big's our kitchen? Because he would have been like 5 feet in.
I don't know, that sounds like a woman's question.
Well, ask your wife.
Mhm.
Your wife, your
Maria,
girlfriend.
how big is our kitchen? She says huge.
Huge? Okay, he didn't hit the wall.
Huge.
He didn't hit the wall, but he runs, and he runs very, very quickly. To the west side, and then all the way up to the to Cauldron. And he says, "What the hell is going on here?" And you hear one of the dwarves say, "I don't know, boss, but they already got Cody. We need to just get the hell out of here." And he will pick up Cauldron. And it is now Kolaghan's turn.
Oh, which ones do I actually see then?
You can see all of them actually right now. You see
You
Holding-
probably don't see the ones in the kitchen.
none of them are in the kitchen anymore.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Very confusing.
it is confusing.
So they left the kitchen and picked up Cauldron.
Yeah,
Yep.
what?
Bastards.
So the thing that you missed that everybody else saw was that one of them appeared in the hall. One of the two dwarves.
What would be the closest one to me, I guess, then?
Closest one to you would be the one on the east side, about halfway towards the entrance.
Jump
He'd be
off the
about-
balcony and RKO him.
He's about 25-ish feet from you, 30 feet.
But yeah,
30 feet.
I'm downstairs though.
Yeah. I know. You're at the bottom of the stairs.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were upstairs.
Well, I was, but then I moved down to help out with David. I mean, I guess I'll go to the closest one to me and go in with my long sword.
Okay, go for it.
And it'll be 11.
That hits.
And 6 damage.
Alright,
And I'll just bonus action try to hit him again.
go for it.
$11 again, but
That hits.
gets same thing, so it doesn't really matter. And 11 damage, slashing damage, both of them.
He hits the ground.
And yeah, that's movement, action, and bonus action. So
Alright, Jin's turn.
I can see the two that went over to
Cauldron?
Cauldron. That one.
Yes, you can.
I'm a bop them. There's one on the left, one on the right, looking like they're probably gonna try and yoink him.
Yeah, well, there's one already holding Cauldron, and there's one that is not.
I'm a
One
bop.
that's not is on the left.
I'm a bop the one that's holding Cauldron. To the
Okay.
one on the right.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him half cover, and if you fuck up, you're gonna hit Cauldron.
I ignore half cover.
Okay.
I'm sharpshooter.
Still, if you fuck up, you're gonna hit Cauldron.
That's a 29. I rolled another fucking nat 19, boys. Let's go.
That doesn't hit. Just kidding, that hits.
You bitch. I'll roll damage on that one.
He's wearing Tarask hide armor.
Oh, shit. That's an 8 damage there, my boy.
Yeah, okay, so 1 second. So he's going to use his reaction actually to deflect missile.
What?
Uh-huh.
Fucker. Don't you dare throw that shit back at me.
The guy holding cauldron?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. What was the damage?
8.
Alright, he's gonna throw it back.
Fuck!
He is gonna throw it back at you.
Damn it! Fuckers. You're fucking Marisha Raying me right now.
That's a 18 to hit.
That hits.
That's 9 points of damage. I rolled max damage too.
Ow! Bitch. I'm going, ow. Try it again. Boom! And shoot him again.
Okay, go ahead.
That's a 27.
Yeah,
17.
that one hits. Yep, that one hits.
Let's go with this dice. Oh, damn. That's 10 damage.
Okay.
Motherfucker. Throwing my own goddamn bullets back at me, that piece of shit. Okay. There's the 2 fuckers holding cauldron. The 1 fucker. Have I seen Staff Dude yet?
That's who you just shot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so yes, in fact, you have some.
I
you
have
still
been Staff Dude. Okay.
But actually, well, I mean, you would have seen his staff, so yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
you didn't see him when he hit everybody else.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and maybe move into a little bit of like a flanking position off to like the left side.
Flanking position to the left side, so they are near the entrance on the left side.
Oh
You're
shit.
gonna-
I'm gonna go to the right side then. I want to
Okay.
maintain my distance.
And you're
But-
going to go downstairs though?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. You are downstairs, and you are on the east side. I will say you're probably still about 40 feet from the entrance.
Rock.
Daedalus, your turn.
So right now I can see 2 people in the doorway.
Yep.
Okay. One of them holding cauldron.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire at the one holding cauldron.
Okay. The cauldron has half cover, or not cauldron.
The
The enemy.
kidnapper, yeah.
Yep.
2 Eldritch Blasts. First one is an 11.
Okay, that misses.
Second is a 17.
That hit.
All right. I guess on the first. I guess I forgot to do my inspiration on the first one. I guess
Go for it. Yeah.
that's a
fine.
+2, so a 13. I assume
Still
that'll cover.
misses.
All right.
Yep.
So, do you want me to roll damage for cauldron too, or are you?
Nope, you didn't hit cauldron.
Okay.
You just whiffed, went high.
All right.
Yeah, you have to really fuck up to hit cauldron.
That's a natural 1 on my D10, so that is 5 force damage.
Alrighty.
Ouch.
Actually, that's the opposite of an ouch. That is a.
And I will use my bonus action to send my raven to perch on the chest of the first guy that we dropped.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Alright, it is Kandur's turn.
I'm going to run after. How far is the west side of the kitchen away from me?
You're like, I'll say you're 30 feet, since it's like, say the doors are 5 feet in from the wall.
Okay, can I if I go through the door, am I going to be in melee range of this dude?
No.
I'm not going to be.
No, the guy, you watched him run. Well, I guess you wouldn't know because you're in the kitchen. So you just saw him go through the door. So he might be on the other side of the door. I don't know. Whatever Kandur thinks.
Okay, well, I'm going to go through the door.
Okay, so that's 30 feet.
Yep.
movement.
And then I'm going to attempt to cast Charm Person on him
He
at
is
his first
50,
level.
He's 50 feet away from you.
He's 50 feet away from me at the door?
He's at the hall entrance door.
He's at the hall entrance door?
He's fast as fuck, boy.
We.
Okay, so how far is... Alright, so before I cast that, I guess.
We said it was like 40 by 50, so.
Okay, so I'm not going to do that. Let's get rid of that. I'm going to cast Cloud of Daggers on the entrance.
Okay.
So the entrance door has a Cloud of Daggers on it as long as I keep it there.
Okay.
So anybody in that 5x5 cube
Uh-huh.
will take 4d4 slashing damage. 'Cause I'm casting it at a second level.
Okay.
And anybody who starts their turn in there or goes through it on their turn is going to take 4d4 slashing damage.
Is this the entrance doorway that has cauldron in it, or is this a different entrance?
Yeah, well, Cauldron's not in it yet.
Oh, okay.
He's heading
It is
that
the door
direction.
It is the door that the guy holding Cauldron would have to go through to get out.
Okay.
I'm going to cast it there.
Okay.
He's gonna do a Princess Bride, just jump out the window.
John, I've seen that movie and I still don't get that reference. Maria made me watch it.
Aw, isn't that
sorry.
sweet?
Alrighty. Anything else?
Apparently, he's going to jump out the window. Maria laughed, if that gives you any consolation, John.
Yeah, because I don't think you would remember that part of the movie. I guess it's only one scene that he just kind of like very heroically jumps out the fucking second story window or something like that.
No.
Well, I guess we gotta watch it again. And this
Shut-
time with Night John.
No, we're not going to watch it again. Why are we inviting John?
Why?
Yeah,
What you doing?
I told you what I was doing.
Is that all?
I'm also gonna get.
I would also say from here, you can only really see Kolaghan if you want, Kolaghan if you wanted to give inspiration.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him inspiration then.
Or no, you would be able to see Jhin too. You could see Jhin.
I'm still by the door of the kitchen
You're
as
by
well.
the other door, yeah.
Oh, okay. Other door. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Because he just you went in this door, and
Which
then came
one-
back out, and then Kandur ran in this door, ran over, ran out the other door.
Gotcha. Okay.
Who is the closest to them?
Kolaghan barely. By like
And
5 feet.
Kolaghan will move before them, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna give it to Kolaghan.
I feel
Wait,
very
before
inspired.
them? No, he'll move before Jhin.
But he'll move before the half elf will, though, won't he?
No.
No.
I don't feel inspired anymore.
Will anyone move before the half elf?
The dwarf.
So hold on. The half elf goes after me,
Yes.
but before Kolaghan.
Yes.
Can I end concentration spells in the middle of my turn?
It's a free action to drop concentration.
Yes.
Well then, yeah, I'm gonna give it to Kolaghan.
I guess I feel inspired again.
Coolio. So, yeah, the dwarf's gonna smash the window, jump out.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Actually, that's
Can
a
the
lie.
dwarf even reach that high? He's a dwarf.
That's a lie.
Yeah, he needs to get the ladder first.
He actually is going to, poof, disappear. I lied. He didn't jump through the window. He poof disappears.
Oh, he's got blink on him.
The half elf will go next, and he will jump through the window. Barring something really embarrassing. Yeah, that's gonna make it.
Do we even have? I didn't even think we had windows.
We had a windowless.
I definitely told Daedalus at the beginning of this whole thing that he could go outside with his raven and look through a window.
We have this
No
giant
windows
hall.
into the grand hall.
No windows. No natural sunlight.
So, Kolaghan, your turn.
Who's still left then if the two people blinked?
Well, the one blinked, the other jumped through the window with Cauldron, and then there's 2 corpses on your floor.
There's also the one that was holding Cauldron, right?
Well, there's
Yeah,
just
he jumped through the window.
Is he the half elf?
Yes, he's the half-elf.
Oh, okay.
Half-elf was holding Kolaghan, jumped through the window.
Hell does he want with Cauldron?
They're just taking Cauldron.
Cauldron.
In fact, they've taken Cauldron. It's Kolaghan's turn.
there's only 2 corpses left. What is there even to fight?
Hmm?
Are we still in combat?
Revive them and torture them for information.
Do what you
That's
do.
legitimately, that's why I had my bird perch on the one's chest, because I can cast Spare the Dying through it. And we can tie him up and do shit.
At this point, if you guys want to go out of initiative, you may.
I was gonna say, yeah, we're out.
I can still peek through the window and see him. I've got 120 feet of sight because of Devil's Sight.
So, would you like to do that?
I would like to take another shot at, or another set of Eldritch Blasts at the half elf.
Okay, so here's the deal. He's gonna be, because he's fast as fuck boy, yeah.
My range on Eldritch Blast is 120 feet.
Yep, let me make sure that I'm not screwing you over unfairly. She can. Oops, that's not what I wanted to click. Yeah, I'll give you. You said 120 feet.
That is my range for my Devil's Sight and my Eldritch Blast.
You're pushing it, buddy. I'm gonna give it to you at disadvantage because it is. I mean, he is like maybe even 125. Probably should be 125, but I want to let you do it, so I'm gonna let you do it at disadvantage.
All right, 2 shots. First one was a 7 plus 7, so 14.
That hits.
Natural 20, but the disadvantage makes it a natural 19, so 26.
Yep, that hits.
Alright,
Give
so
him the crit.
9 plus 4 is 13 force damage, and 7 force damage.
All right.
Bonus action, I will send my Raven to try and track where they go.
Alrighty.
And then after that, I'm fine to drop out of initiative. If any of those 2 people on the ground are still making death saves, I would like to go over and cast Spare the Dying on them.
Yeah, you can spare the dying on the human.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying on them and get a chair from like the kitchen or something like that. I assume somebody's got rope.
You could probably find a bunch of it just fucking lying around.
And I'm going to drag the corpse of the other one and set it directly in front of it, and wait for him to wake up.
I will wait behind him.
I will just be around, yeah.
I'm gonna try and slap him awake.
Your bird is unable to track them, by the way.
Okay. Faster than the bird speed, I assume?
They're pretty damn fast.
Okay. I will. Assuming that I will be like flitting in and out of its senses, I will get the sense of that, and I'll just snap and have the bird appear on my shoulder.
Okay, so he gets slapped. How many points is Spare the Diving? Is he just
It just
stable?
stabilizes. It just stabilizes him. It does not restore hit points.
So do you just go ahead and slap him?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and slap him awake.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to make an unarmed attack there.
He dies immediately.
I don't know if he's trying to do damage to him or not, but
I think it's meant to be non-lethal damage.
Is it meant to be non-lethal damage?
It is meant to be non-lethal damage.
Okay, fine.
I
Hint,
can
Pat,
still
you have to
roll
say
unarmed attack. It's a 22 to hit.
You hit him with your unlethal damage.
I deal 2 damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
2 non-lethal damage. I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying on him again.
He is... Okay, so he is stabilized again.
I'll just sit there and be patient. Everything will
Alright.
come
I'm
in
gonna
time.
grab some water from the kitchen and throw it on his face. And I want it to be ice water.
Oh.
God,
I
that's
assume
cool.
we've taken the time to properly tie him up at this point.
Oh, my wrists.
Yeah, there's more where that came from, fucker.
Go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Hang on a second. Before you make him do that, as he wakes up, I have pulled out a knife and I'm gouging the eyes out of his fallen companion. Just
Oh, shit.
staring at him.
Do I get intimidation with advantage because of that?
Yeah, you do.
That's fucking terrifying. I was gonna do something, but fuck.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
was
make a
gonna.
medicine check. I'm gonna make a medicine check for the eyes.
That's a 26 to intimidation.
I am not looking, so I fuck up the eyes super bad. I don't get anything out of them.
Which makes the intimidation even worse, because you're just sitting here gouging this guy's eyes out. You're not even trying to take them out or anything. You're just slicing eyes. What the fuck are you guys?
You don't want to know. Tell us about what the fuck just happened here.
It was just supposed to be fun, man.
Oh yeah, is this fun to you? Is this what you call fun, fucker?
Well, not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. What? Tell me about your boss.
Boss? Oh, he's just... Well...
While he's sitting there nervous, I'm going to grab Kolaghan's candle, take out a little pinch of thermite, put it on his knee, and light it.
Oh shit!
Yes.
On Kolaghan's knee?
On the,
Oh,
I took the candle that Kolaghan has.
has
I'm
in my
sprinkling the thermite on our prisoner's knee and lighting it.
Boss,
Oh.
he doesn't really want anything either. It's everyone else back there.
I was gonna say that was even if you misinterpret that, it wouldn't be that effective. Fire resistant, still a red dragon.
Where's Igor?
Probably back to the place.
What place?
The house, man.
What house?
Our house.
I'm gonna slap him in the face for that.
Ah!
What house? Give me the address.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Slap him in the face again.
Ah! It's just
What house?
It's our group's house. We're just at the next town over.
I'll
I'll stick my blade into the thermite wound and start twisting.
Ouch! It's the Topsy house.
let's see
What?
here.
You say the Topsy house?
The Topsy.
Can I take a crack at it now?
Sure.
Yes, it's still off.
I will
Try naked just fine.
come over to him. I made him some hot cocoa, and I'll lay on hands the wound with the thermite, and just be like, "Hey, listen, you probably want to talk with me, and if they're gonna do a lot worse to you if you just don't tell them. So how about you take this, warm yourself up,
He will
and tell us
look at it.
madness.
He will look at it with his hands tied. Can you give me the healing, please?
Lay on hands?
Yeah.
You just heal. I guess you heal 5, or, well, yeah, I'll just do...
Roll.
How much lay on hands do I have? I have
He's still,
30.
like-
Let's just do 10.
Is this the guy that I knocked down?
This is the guy that. Yes.
He was the guy
Yeah.
who stabbed me with
No,
a rapier.
you shot the other. You shot the
I
dwarf. This is
I-
the guy that
Okay.
Kolaghan
Okay.
killed.
Okay. So
Right,
this
didn't
man has
Kolaghan?
Sure, let's go with that.
I thought the human was the guy who stabbed me with a rapier.
Yeah, this is the human.
I-
Stabbed you with the rapier, and then Kolaghan came down, and then.
I think Jhin shot him, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
shot somebody who stood next to Daedalus.
Oh, you shot him then. Yeah. You
Yeah.
shot him.
Okay. Perfect.
Well, I
Good job.
didn't realize his hands were tied, but I'll just... He lay on hands him first, and then put the cocoa like close to his mouth so he could smell it / or drink it.
Oh, it's fucking hot, man. Ugh.
Like I said, we could do this the easy way or, the hard way. You just talk to me and you just tell us the address. Or, they're just gonna keep spreading thermite on you.
That's all I can tell you. It's the Topsy house over at the. Over at. God, I had a name for the town and it's gone. Fuck me.
Let's just say, okay, you gave us a town name. It's just
I'm gonna cast Charm Person on him at a first level.
Oh, shit.
Westlav. Westlav is the
Westlav.
name of the town.
okay.
Westlav.
Yep, Westlav.
Can you spell that?
Weslav.
Alright.
Yes, it's say Westlaw. Okay, is there anything
So,
notable by it?
You
Is
guys
there like a
notice,
tree?
by the way, while you're talking to him, he has a big ZT in charcoal written on his forehead.
I'm casting Charm Person on him at a first level, Seth. I
Okay, go
need
for
him
it.
to make a Wisdom saving throw with a DC of 16, please.
Oh man, that one was cocked. By the way,
Whoops.
that is an at 20.
Are you kidding me?
No,
Let-
I'm not kidding you.
Let me try something then.
You can't see it, but it is. I promise. That one there. It was an at 20. Brutal.
I'll also try something then too.
Go for it.
I'll cast Zone of Truth. You
Okay.
create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius.
There it is.
Okay, go for it.
You have to roll a charisma saving throw of 14. And it's one of my second level slots.
Charisma.
Charisma,
That's a
14.
fail.
Okay, so alright, you told us the town, Westerhoff. Is there anything
Westerhoff.
is there anything notable by it? Like trees or
I mean, got big pillars.
you're not lying to me about those pillars, are you?
No?
How big's your group of people?
Look, I don't have to tell you anything. I've told you enough. I'm not even really one of them yet.
I mean, that's the truth. He kind of has to.
I'll-
That's almost the
I'll
truth
say,
there.
I'll say to Kolaghan, let's take a little bit of a break. And I'm going to sit there and stare at him for the next hour while I take a short rest.
Look, man, I'm not
Yeah.
even one of them. This was just a. I'm not.
Zone of control lasts 10 minutes, by the way.
It's fine. I've got 2 castings of suggestion, and I can repeat this for every hour for however long I want to.
Oh.
They're just a bunch of assholes. They just made me do it, man. They made me do it. Come on, let me go.
I think
Unless
you
I-
should take us to their house.
No.
If you don't, I'll kill you.
What if I do?
That we
Then
don't.
I'll let you go free.
Let me go free, huh?
Yeah. Wait, no, this is in Zone of Truth, isn't it? No, I'm not
Okay,
gonna
no,
say it,
no, I think it says a creature. Oh, you're lying, you bitch!
I say.
It says a creature, so Zone of Truth. Yeah, wait,
And
you
you
create
get
a
to
magical.
choose what happens.
Yeah, you create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius. Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell aura. Okay, then yeah, everyone's affected. Because I'm literally
I'm not
in the
gonna
middle.
say that. I'm just gonna remain silent.
You-
Alright. Unless somebody has anything else further, do we want to skip to the end of the short rest?
What if we paid you to take us to the house? That's all you need to do.
How much?
You guys have any suggestions? How much? Because this is telling the
I
truth.
would put an amount in, but I put all my amount towards the gold, towards the blacksmith fund.
Oh.
I'm
And
gonna.
Right now, Kandur, you actually notice your blacksmith fund jar on the ground spread all over the place.
Damn. Well, that sucks.
Like the jars all over the place, or the money in the jars all over the place?
The bunny and the
Both.
jar. Yeah, it's just shattered against the
I,
ground.
think, I think the jar is empty and it's smashed.
No, that's what fell on the
That's
ground. Woke all you
okay.
up.
So they were. So I guess I can decipher. They were here to get cauldron. The money was just something bonus.
Perfect.
Okay.
And,
So-
Yep, you're smart enough to figure that out.
how does... And since you just are gonna lead us to them, and then, you don't just leave, how does 3 gold sound? And you could just bolt.
Yeah, I can do 3 gold, but you got to give it to me first.
Hang on a second, Kolaghan. And hang on for a little bit. Let's give him an hour or so to
Well, to
think about it. And so, if we want to skip towards the end of the hour, that'll give me a
Yeah.
short rest and some more castings of suggestion.
Sure, it is 3 in the morning, and if you guys keep going too much longer, if you take another hour, you're gonna be exhausted. In the next.
That's fine. That's fine. I can take a long rest, and we can start later. But
Yeah, let's, continue, though. Basically, we Skyrim
I'm-
skipped an hour.
yeah, I'm skip an hour. I'm going to
Okay.
cast suggestion on him and say I'm going to suggest that you answer all of our questions truthfully.
Okay.
Save.
I guess
What's
I
he
get
say?
my second level spell back, so that's good.
Yep. DC 15 Wisdom.
Well, that's pretty close. I got pretty close with a 1. Plus 0.
Right. I'm going to ask him how large was the troop that he was working with, population-wise.
He's not answering.
I said suggestion. Suggestion is you have to
You
follow.
say
all-
answer, or you have to say.
I answer truthful. Answer my questions truthfully.
Okay, fine. So, the troop that he was with, there were 4 of them that came and attacked you.
Okay. I'll ask him if there were any others that were affiliated that did not come to this house.
Oh yeah, there's like 35 of us or something like that. Or of them. Of them, I'm not one of them.
Now it's an even fight.
All right. Why did you come here? What do you want? What do you want with Cauldron?
I came here as a. It's an initiation, man. I was trying to join them, and they made me. They said we have to steal an Igor.
What's the name of the group?
Zatopsy.
Okay.
I've already given you that.
Okay. I assume that was just like the name of like the name of a building or something like that. I didn't know that was the name of the group.
Mm-hmm.
Is there an address for the Zatopsy house?
What's an address?
Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are there any magic users in your group?
No, we're mostly thieves is what a lot of us are, but some of us use magical items.
Okay. If do we have a map of Westlaw or anything like that? Will we have access to that sort of thing?
Maybe you could look for one the next day, probably.
Um,
I'd say without Cauldron there to get you one, you'd be pretty hard pressed. Right now.
is the Zatopsy house in the north, the west, the south, or the east part of the city?
Oh well, it's over by the school.
The school.
Yeah,
Adjacent building?
that's pretty close. Yeah.
Would you describe the building, please?
Well, it's a big brick house with white pillars in front of it.
I'll ask the rest of the party if they have any more questions for him.
Nope.
I mean, we could look for a map, or we could, yeah, pay this guy to.
Nah, I don't think we need him.
What's your name, son?
My name's Cody.
Cody, would you like to serve a bigger purpose in this world?
I just kind of like to party.
Cody. Do
If
you
you
make
want-
any money?
No, I'm in
Would you
school.
Would you like your life to have some amount of purpose to it?
I haven't really given it that much thought.
Does it sound nice to you, though?
Haven't really given it that much thought.
Cody.
Think about it.
Cody.
I'm still behind him. I'm gonna go. You know, Cody,
Ah!
I've been looking for a new subject.
Subject.
And I'm not gonna say anything.
You know, Cody, I think you should just show us where this house is. And then we can let you go. Right? You don't have to go back to them. Right? You know that they ain't you.
But you can't tell them that I was there, man. You can't tell them that I told you.
Okay.
That won't be an issue.
I won't tell them a single word.
You can't tell anybody.
I won't tell nobody. You got my word that I will not tell a single soul.
That's rather specific.
Quiet, you.
I'm gonna walk up really close behind him and get in like his left ear and go, you know, we can find you again.
He just whimpers a little bit.
And I go back sit down.
John, Trevor, you guys hungry? Maria wants to get some snacks.
What the fuck?
Sure. Maria, okay. What's next?
What kind of snacks? Whatever DoorDash will let Maria get.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
Sure.
I will use my other.
Drinking wine all day.
If she's buying shit, hell fucking yeah.
If
Sounds
she's
like a
buying-
great time
Hell
to pause for another beer.
Alright.
Yeah.
Because at this
For real.
point, as long as you guys are good with it, we're gonna go find Cauldron.
Alright.
Okay.
And now that the DM's gone, I do plan on infiltrating them as Cody.
I am 100% gonna kill Cody as soon as he
yeah.
served his purpose.
I was saying,
I'm gonna kill him.
that's why I was asking him. if he wanted his life to serve a greater purpose, because
I picked on that immediately. I was like, yes, please.
Yeah, I was just gonna put my palm on his forehead and send an Eldritch Blast through his skull.
I was gonna just,
Well,
just
so
right in the back of the
I
head.
don't do that. Don't do that because I have the mantle of whispers. I can literally become Cody for an hour.
No, you need to do that, and then we're gonna fucking kill him.
I assume Westlaw is a ways away from Vegborg, though.
Right.
Oh.
That's why I didn't kill him now.
Yeah.
Right. So we need to kill him when we're close, and then I can become Cody and infiltrate them.
I was just gonna straight up just tell it was Cody. I was gonna he was a nice kid. Cody told us where it was. How nice of him.
Love it.
Just
Yeah, I like
completely,
old Chicago.
completely bumbling.
Old Chicago, Maria.
Nice guy.
Would I have knowledge about how far
Maria.
Westlaw is from Vegborg, approximately?
They like the old Chicago idea.
I'm coming in.
Yeah.
Maria, put your fucking shirt on.
At this point, if you want to take a long rest, you're not going to be getting there until like about dinner time, like evening,
Oh,
supper
Okay.
time. Maybe a little later.
Right.
What do you guys want for toppings? Just get like hamburger.
Meat,
Old Chicago,
Yeah.
pepperoni.
get the super pepperoni one with Tabasco sauce on it.
Ooh.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh.
Is that a good shut the
The
fuck up or a
double
bad one?
deckeroni. That sounds like a fuck
Yes.
ton of meat. That
Yes,
sounds
sir.
like something. I like meat, Maria. I'm sorry to tell you.
Oh.
Anyway,
She already
Alrighty.
knows this.
I want to go through this kid's pocket and the pockets of the other body that was in
We
here.
can loot his body when he's dead, Daedalus. God damn it.
Well, I
No,
don't
no,
want
we
to.
don't let him have anything right
Well,
now.
we're keeping
You're
him
gonna
tied
kill
to
me.
a
I
chair.
won't tell you anything.
We're just going to make
keeping
sure
him
this
ti-
is insurance.
Yeah,
You're
we're making
right.
sure-
You're right. I told him that I wasn't going to kill him and I wasn't going to tell his secrets. You're right.
Well, we got to make sure he doesn't leave, though, and I want to make sure he doesn't have anything on his person that would allow him to.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. You're right. This is why I'm 8 intelligence and you not.
So you find a dragon chest set
Nice.
in his backpack, and some thieves' tools, and you find 2 silver.
How rude.
Fucking silver.
You said a dragon chest set and some thieves' tools.
Yep.
Never mind. Old Chicago is too expensive. Sorry, boys.
Little Caesars?
All right. What about the other corpse?
Domino's is open, I think.
The other corpse, I would like for you to
Investigation.
make
Domino's.
If you get a barbecue chicken.
Oh no,
shit
Lizard
in your
Caesars
fucking
is
mouth.
closed. Oh my goodness, how disappointing.
go ahead and make a. I guess I should have made you make a investigation on him too. I'll make you make an investigation on this one.
Okay. That's a natural 2 for a 6.
30-20.
Cool.
Yeah.
I also
All right,
want you
we're
to
getting
make.
Domino's stuffed crust.
No.
Also
We're
want you to-
getting Pizza Hut stuffed crust, and I have to answer the door because Maria's not wearing pants.
God damn it, Maria. That's the driver's tip, don't you know?
They need to know that you're not wearing pants. Yes, they do.
Uh,
Seth, did you need to know that?
Yeah, I did actually. That's
See?
really crucial.
anyway, you're saying?
I want you to make an Arcana check as well.
Okay. That is an 11.
Okay. Yeah, so you find on him. You find a dice set and a disguise kit, and he's got 3 gold. Oh, he also has some arrows on him.
3 gold or silver?
Which he has 3 gold, and you would actually know that Jobash would be really happy if you grabbed all the arrows that he had on his person.
Yeah.
I will take the arrows.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Jobash stayed asleep. He can lose the arrows for all I give a fuck.
Jobash is staying at his dad's house.
Jhin.
I will take the arrows and chuck them in Jobash's room.
Jobash is fast asleep right now.
In
No.
his
It's like
dad's room
3 in
or
the
in
morning.
his regular
Dad's house.
room?
His dad's
In
house.
his own room at his house, at his dad's house, his childhood home.
Jhin loads the arrow in his pistol.
I try for a fucking second there, but I know it's just not going to work, so I just chuck them on Jobash's bed.
Damn.
Alright, at this point, if you guys want to do anything more, I am going to give you a point of exhaustion.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna
Slave.
make sure, just double check the knots on his chair, and I guess we should probably take shifts to watch, make sure he doesn't try to escape.
Yeah, you can do that.
But other than that, we'll take a long rest, I think. That
I'll
sounds
take
okay with
first
everybody?
watch so he thinks he's alone for a minute. Because I still am back behind him.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm an old fuck. I'm gonna need a full long rest here, bitches.
Greedy whore.
How... You know, I'm just going to do this. Would you make a stealth check for me, please, if you're hiding behind him?
Stealth check?
Yes, sir.
23. Nat 15 plus 8.
Okay. Okay.
He is very stealth.
He gets up from the chair and his hands are untied. Because yeah,
Don't
he was gonna
move.
try and run away. Ah!
Sit down.
What does he see when he turns around?
I'm just pointing my gun right at him.
You know, you don't have to do this, buddy.
Sit.
He's gonna take a step back.
I'm gonna shoot him in the fucking knee.
Ow.
Okay.
Roll the hit. That's a nat 19, so 29.
Yep, that hits.
I assume hearing a gunshot, I wake up again.
Yeah, everybody definitely is gonna lose that the beginning of their long rest. I'm not gonna make you have exhaustion because you probably got a short rest out of it. Like he didn't start this shenanigans till about an hour in, but
Yeah, sorry.
yeah, you're definitely getting to Westlaw a lot later than you were planning to.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do nothing to the gunshot and just be like, Jhin's got it.
So
continue
how
my
much
rest.
damage did you do?
I did
Crippling damage.
8 points of patella damage.
All right, he is going to crawl back to the chair and just lay on the ground next to the chair.
I just walk kind of over to him, like within like 10 feet, and go, I said sit, not talk. And I'm just gonna go sit back down where I was.
All right, with that, at this point, everyone gets a long rest. You all wake up. It is, well, actually, because it's 4. So first shift. Who's taking second shift?
I can probably take second shift, or if Daedalus wants to.
Okay.
I think Daedalus should, because he gets less out of a long rest than he should as a short rest.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all the same time if we all end up taking shifts,
Yeah.
relatively speaking.
I will relieve Jhin and just quietly stare at him for 2 hours.
All right, so
And
as you're-
just because I'm being a little bit sadistic at this point, because my raven can mimic, I'm going to have the raven just repeatedly make the sounds of his comrades getting killed.
Oh no.
Holy shit! You're giving this man psychological trauma. Oh no.
We're gonna kill him in like an hour anyway.
It's fine.
So, at the very end of your watch, Daedalus, in walks Jobash. Hey, Daedalus, what's going on here?
Well,
Who's that?
him, that, and 2 other people came in and kidnapped Cauldron.
Cauldron.
We are
Who came in?
waiting for everybody
Jobash.
to.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are waiting until everybody gets a nice night's sleep,
I see.
and this fine young gentleman is going to take us to where they were going to take Cauldron. Isn't that right, buddy?
He is asleep. But he is dreaming very, very bad dreams.
I am going to use my awakened mind feat to make them worse.
Oh no. God. Oh no. Fuck.
You stab me with a rapier. I'm not going to treat you particularly kindly.
Alrighty.
I shot the man's patella.
Jobash tells you, just go to bed, get to feeling better. I'll watch the rest of the time.
Alright.
So let me
I'll
bring up
mention,
Jobash's stats real quick.
I'll just mention. I think Jhin left some arrows on your bed.
Oh, perfect. I'm always happy for more arrows. Alright. Hey, guess who already has had his long rest? Jobash has. Confirm long rest. Perfect. Alrighty.
Fucking cursed. Oh my god.
So,
Fucking love it.
with that, I need to make a survival check. Oh man, you guys awake at noon to the smell of the best breakfast you can imagine.
Oh.
Jobash rolled a nat 20 on his survival check for making breakfast.
Smells like burritos.
It is burritos.
Yeah.
The best burritos you've ever had.
I mosey down very confidently and find a burrito.
A burrito for you, sir.
Did those arrows stab you in the ass?
Huh? Oh, I haven't even been to my room yet.
Ah, shit. Never mind, don't worry about it.
I come down. What we said that we were gonna bring Cody with us?
Well, yeah, he's going to show us to the building.
Then why did you shoot him in the knee? And I lay on hands on his knee. How much damage did Jhin do again?
He
I did 8
Cody
damage
had
to his
3 hit
patella.
points.
Ow. Ow.
Now that it's like morning, you guys can see this guy. This guy's a kid. He really is not very strong. I mean, he's strong, but he's not like. He's pretty.
He's a
He's
fresh
like
face.
high school strong.
Yeah.
He's like a
He's
fucking
pretty
fight
inexperienced.
Yeah, I gotta heal. I gotta lay on hands on his knee. And I guess I'll do it for 8. Let's go with 8.
Okay. Well, I mean, he takes a long rest, so he'll. The lay on hands is nice. He is at full hit.
Alright. He's looking a lot better. He can use his knee.
So what do you guys do?
I'm just gonna eat my burrito.
I slap my wife in the face.
And then on the ass.
Go over and slap Maria. Roleplay this shit.
In the face.
Slap Maria. Slap Maria right now.
One on the face, and the other one really quickly on the ass.
I can hear her screaming in real life more than in the fucking thing. Pat, don't waddle over to her.
Make sure we can see it with the shadows.
We need the wind up.
You gotta warm your hands up. That's the way you do it. Slap. That's one.
That's one. Slap, two.
That looked like more of a bonk.
That, yeah.
Caveman interpretation.
The deed is done.
The deed
Kandur,
is
your
done.
wife is dead.
What?
Died.
I'm going to make Cody his burrito and use my awakened mind to make him slightly concerned about his comrade's eyes being fed to him.
He eats it. Oh. Yeah, no, it stays down. There's a 19 Constitution save. Yeah, he gets it down.
Damn. Alright, fine.
Because you were gonna have to make a dexterity saving throw to avoid the puke, but
Take 1 acid damage.
lucky you.
A small price to pay for revenge, I guess. No matter how petty it may be.
I'm down to head out.
Whoever
The rest of you
logo
are.
doesn't work.
What are you guys doing?
We can.
I'm making express concern that I stay behind Cody. Not directly behind, but just behind line of sight, so if he fucking bolts, I'll shoot his other kneecap out.
Do we need to leave right at this moment? I was gonna say I could make a slight detour to talk with Carrie. She has a map or something of the town. Like the Adventurers Guild would probably have some information. Or a map.
Yeah. If we want to stop by the mayor's office on the way out, because that's where all that stuff's at anyway, yeah?
Sure. I don't want to roleplay Carrie, so yeah, you can get a map there though. That
Yeah,
seems
I
pretty-
just
pretty
go up to
reasonable.
Carrie and just ask her, hey, can I
Hey, cutie.
get a map? We're heading off on an adventure. We need a map of
Okay.
You'd like a map, wouldn't you, Carrie?
Chow in Draconic.
Yeah.
I don't know what Italian Draconic would sound like, but Chow.
Lord Jack.
Well, good enough for me.
Cool. You have a map. You have a guide. You have Jobash.
We have an adventure. Alright, time to go to bed.
Which one of you guys, when we?
Do we need to do a
I mean,
survival check?
assuming
or
you get back into some sort of initiative combat, one of you guys can take Jobash.
Okay.
you can mind control
That you
Joe.
trying to tell us that we need Joe Bash?
You don't have to have him if you don't want him.
We're taking Jobash.
We just learned that there were 35 people at this place.
He's the motherfucker that's got fucking horde breaker. He'll be able to actually cut through shit if we get over fucking run.
Do we need to do anything, like decide what order we're leaving, or survival check, or anything like that?
Nah, I think you can make it there pretty easy.
Okay.
Calvin would make us do a survival check.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna come down there and slap you.
No,
But
don't.
also,
Maria's not
I know
wearing
how-
pants. She'll be
I'm-
so mortified. What?
I won't even see Maria. I'll be seeing the handprint on your cheek, boy.
You're covered. She's covered up with the blanket. Now you're fine.
Perfect.
I can't believe you've done this. I did say cunt like can't like on purpose.
You're so
I'm not drunk. You're drunk.
There's no
Alright,
blood in my
Should
alcohol.
we get there?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh.
say you get there.
Yeah.
Speaking of murder book, I'm gonna murder him.
Not right now.
Are
Here.
we an hour within them?
Well, you said he shows us to the building, right?
He'll take you to the building.
All right. Let's walk him back out of town and then kill him there.
Oh.
Do you say that out loud in front of him?
I use Awaken Mind to say that to Jhin and Kandur.
Where are you guys going?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess he says by the school, so I guess I'll
Shut the fuck up, Maria.
go over that direction and see if I can't
Put it in your
find
mouth.
anyone for information.
Ew.
So
Swing and a miss,
go-
Pat. Swing and a miss.
So you guys are going to.
They're going outside of town for reasons unknown to me, and I'm just gonna head towards the school.
Okay. At the same time, huh?
I mean, yeah,
Let's
I
go
haven't
to
been
the
awakened
outside
by.
of town first.
I haven't been awakened by, so.
I'll tell him that we're going to be back in just a little bit.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're leaving him out of town.
We're leading Cody out of town,
Okay.
just out of eyesight of any of the buildings.
Okay. Are you tying him up or anything?
No, I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder and say, "That question I asked you about yesterday. Have you given it some thought?"
I mean, I've been pretty fucking crazy lately. I mean, I slept all night, but I felt like I was watching everyone that I know die.
I'm just gonna slap him in the head with my quarterstaff.
Just bonk him on the
Okay,
head.
Make a quarterstaff attack roll.
What is quarterstaff? Okay. Does a 17 hit?
It hits.
Okay, I need to do 1d8. Does 10 damage murder his dumb ass?
No.
Is he?
But if he's not tied up, he's gonna.
Is he not tied up?
I'll say,
How do
You
you be
said that
tied
he's
up?
not tied up. So we're
wait.
gonna roll initiative.
all right.
Wait,
We're rolling initiative.
All right. Okay.
wait, I thought he was tied up.
Nope.
Who untied him?
He
I guess
must.
we did.
I mean, he's gonna be pretty dazed. You just bashed him over the head with a quarterstaff.
Or
Wait,
snap
can-
into action.
Is it too late to throw on to use a bardic inspiration and hit him with 3d6 psychic damage as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it is too late.
That's
for that.
definitely.
Anyway, because I'm drunk?
No.
You may not.
This is
Because
some
I'm not.
bullshit.
All right.
Some bullshit.
25
Seth
to 20.
Calvin would let me do it.
At
Yeah.
Anybody 25? Anybody 25 to 20?
25 to 20. 20 to 15.
I have 18.
Okay.
Oh, I need to roll initiative.
16.
Okay.
One 6.
What's your initiative, Kandur?
Give me back the gnome ball.
What's your initiative, Kandur?
14.
Alrighty, Daedalus.
He's still next to me, correct?
Sure is. I'm guessing you're all. Well, Jhin said he was going to stay behind him, so I'm guessing
Well,
Jin's behind him. and you two are in front of him.
When I asked the question, I had like draped my hand over his shoulder,
Okay.
and I said, and I'm just gonna say to him out loud, "If you wanted to live, you shouldn't have put a rapier in my chest. But don't worry, you'll serve a better purpose now." And I'm gonna put my palm to the back of his head and fire 2 eldritch blasts.
Okay. I'll give you advantage on those ones. Even though I don't know if I technically should. I will, because reasons.
Those are reasons. I like it.
First one's a 24.
Woo.
Second one's a 24.
Okay, go ahead and roll damages.
5 force damage. 6 force damage, so 11 total.
Just to make this easier on everyone, I'm going to say Jobash went with Kolaghan.
Yeah.
Because
I
Jobash would not
specifically-
be very happy right now.
I specifically only message the people who I'm pretty sure are not of a good alignment. They're at least on neutral alignment.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, so he hits the ground.
I'm going to Mantle
It's-
of Whispers and become him.
It's not your turn, it's Jin's turn.
But he's dead.
He's
So-
We're
making
still
saving
in
throws.
initiative.
If Jin wants to do something, he gets to do it before you.
I am just gonna chuckle at him.
Okay, it's your turn. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm
Pat.
going to Mantle of Whispers and become him.
Oh, okay, go for it. You
I'm
are
going to become Cody.
you are Cody. Your name is. Do you know anything?
I learn a whole bunch of stuff, I think.
Go for it.
Nice.
For
Yeah.
1 hour,
I'll let
you gain
go.
enough information to pass yourself off as the person. Another creature can detect the disguise with an insight check versus my deception check, but I have a +5 to deception.
Perfect. Your
Well-
name is Cody Bolton. You are a university student at the University of West Love.
Like Cody Bolton is in like Ramsey Bolton.
Mhm.
I mean, I guess I don't know Ramsey Bolton.
Game of Thrones.
He's Game of Thrones. Maria's making me watch it. It's okay. I'm guessing every turn so far. She hates it.
So yeah, that's who you are. You are a level 2 rogue.
I'm a level 2 rogue. Do I learn anything else about the
Read the spell.
place or whatever that I'm a part of now?
To pass yourself off as him.
Yes.
Not really anything more than you already knew. I mean, so he was an initiate for Zatopsy, and that was his initiation.
So
to
do
go.
I have his abilities or do I have my abilities?
I still think you have your abilities, right?
Mhm.
It doesn't
You just
say,
have-
so I have no
You
idea.
just have.
I think
it's
it's the
literally just a
DMs.
I
I
think you
I think
still have
so I'm just disguising myself.
exactly.
So I think
it's
I'm
like,
still me, but I'm just pretending to be him.
It's like disguise self, except you get way more information on
Yes.
who
correct.
you are. And I'm guessing like your voice changes and everything too.
Yes.
Probably.
You basically, yeah. It's
So it's like
Probablemente.
so yeah.
That's
You
the German. Well, thank you.
you are Cody Bolton.
I'm gonna walk in.
Well, you're still outside of town.
You're still outside of town.
Great. Well, I'm gonna walk in to the building.
I'm gonna trail a little behind and before we leave though, I'm gonna make my medicine check to get his eyes.
Go for it.
18 plus 2, so that's a dirty 20.
Sure, take him.
Danke.
Bitte sehr.
But yeah, I will follow after that.
You guys are gonna go into town, and you guys don't have the map, so we're gonna go to Kolaghan and Jobash. Kolaghan, what are you doing?
Yeah, just kind of walk up to the school.
Cool. It's a large school.
Do we,
Multiple buildings here and there.
do we have some students milling about in the front?
It's pretty late. Because it's like 8:30 at this point.
Oh, 8:30.
Yeah, it's pretty late at night. So I'm gonna go with yeah.
No.
There's a couple of students milling around
Okay.
here and there. You hear some noise here and there. Maybe it's kind of a social night. We'll see.
Yeah, are they, kind of get a rough idea what age they are? Are they, like, is this a middle school, essentially, or?
No,
What-
this is
no.
a university, early
Oh,
20s.
university, okay.
Wait a minute. Are we just going and murdering a frat house?
He figured it out! He figured it out!
Classic.
Yep, but
I'm
I'll...
down. Yes, you can
Revenge.
come murder the frat house with me. Yes.
Okay, I'll just, I
And
guess
Maria
I'll
play
go up
Kandur's
to
wife.
the couple that are, I can see closest milling about. I just,
Okay.
hello, we are,
The food is on the way. This is not a drill.
I don't know if I should do like a
You're
like a
going to
persuasion.
walk hastenedly away from you.
I stab him. No.
Oh shit.
Roll to attack.
Let's see
Okay,
here.
well, when it's here, I'll go open the damn door. With my ears, woman. That's how I'm gonna hear.
Fraternity initiation just turned into a campus shooting by Kolaghan.
It's not here 5 minutes from us.
Wait, that's me. I have a gun.
God, I'm gonna punch you
Well, I
in
know,
the
but-
boob.
Kolaghan's the one that just said, yeah, and I stab him.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Trevor, can
What?
you watch for the pizza? Because you're by the front window.
And assumed.
I can
position.
see the
Yeah, you
other building around, right?
Make an investigation check. Do you remember what you're looking for?
My tip later.
The building that's close to the one with the two pillars by the school / university.
Looking for pillars in by the school. Got it.
I got a 7.
Got a 7. Yeah, it's a place of higher learning. There's lots of pillars. Lots of pillars.
Are we gonna go kill Theta Chi?
No, you're not.
I'm gonna just
It's
use
forever.
find steed, and I'll summon torrent.
You'll what?
So-
Summon fucking torrent.
It's a horse that's kind of like a goat. Let me just
Horse goat.
post. Yeah, let me just post a picture,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna kind of patrol around, just kind of look all around. I'll hold this area.
All right. Well, while you're investigating with your crappy investigation check, I'll go back to the other 3. You find the university. What are you doing at the university?
I'm gonna kind of let Kandur do his thing. I'm gonna sit down and just kind of. I'm gonna send my raven over the campus, see if I can find the ZT house. Or I guess
Okay.
is he already? Did he already show us to the house?
No, he didn't. You guys just took him out
Okay.
into the woods and.
I thought he
shot
showed
him
us
in the.
the house and then we murked
Yeah,
him.
yeah. We took him back out of the city. It
Oh,
was-
I missed that part. Completely missed that part.
okay. So yeah.
Yeah, we definitely know where the house is.
Okay, so sure, then you guys would know where the house is, and I'll just go.
Yeah,
With
that's
the 2 that you left were just scouting around.
Yeah.
With the 7, they didn't notice a whole lot.
I'm gonna send my raven over around the house, kind of get see if I can get a sense of the population around the house and within, if possible. If I can look through
Okay.
any windows.
yeah. That's why I was curious
Yeah,
of why you asked
for it.
me like what the
My
house
bad.
looked
No,
like.
my bad. Pat was talking so much about pizza, I just didn't hear what you had said.
I understand.
But yeah, I'm just kind of scouting around now that I know the building, so I'm kind of
Got it.
going around in a circle.
Perception check via the raven is 13.
13. So you can see that the house is actually fairly empty. There's probably like 12, 13 guys in the house, maybe. It's not the 35 that you were promised.
Okay.
And you can see them milling about. It's like a 3-story house, so you can see, there's 2 or 3 here, 2 or 3 there, 4 or 5 in the kitchen area.
I will relay this information to the rest of the group and defer to Kandur as to how he'd like to go about infiltrating. As he's the one with the disguise.
He's getting them tasty XPs.
I'm getting them tasty XP. Sorry. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of guys in there.
There's a couple guys. Like
yeah,
half
yeah.
of them are
I'm
hanging
just
out
gonna
in there.
go in and look for Cauldron.
Sure, yeah, go in.
Yeah,
for
I'm gonna
Cauldron.
go in.
Okay, you walk in and you see kind of a living area. There's a kitchen off to your left, about 20 feet or something like that. And it's a couple stories high. There's a basement too, big basement. Where do you want to go?
You say big. Would you say that there's a big kitchen and big living area?
Yeah, that's where you're at right now.
Oh, weird.
You're in the living
Weird.
area.
Off to the right. Is that like the living quarters?
No, that's kind of where the stairs are, over to the
Oh.
right.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm just. Do I find upon an initial inspection? Do I see Igor anywhere?
No, you don't see the cauldron anywhere.
Okay, I'm gonna go down the stairs.
All right. Are you doing any of this stealthily, or are you just going?
Yeah, I mean, not really. I mean, I'm pretty stealthy, so I don't think I really need to. You know what I mean?
Cool. Yeah, you go downstairs and you. You know what? I'm gonna make you make a dexterity saving throw on your way down the stairs and through the basement.
Just fucking.
Dexterity saving throw. Does a 17 make it?
Yeah. You do end up kicking an ale bottle, but you manage not to step on all the broken glass.
Now, as a member of this, wouldn't I know about it?
What, the fact that there's a bunch of broken beer bottles at the bottom?
Yeah, wouldn't I expect that there's just a bunch of broken beer bottles?
Yeah,
Since
but
I know everything that Cody knows.
Also Cody's kind of stupid and he kind of forgets that there's beer bottles at the bottom of the stairs sometimes.
He's also rather new.
Also,
Yeah, he's an initiate. Maybe he hasn't been able to see the basement yet.
how are you gonna remember the place that all the the beer bottles?
Maybe they drank all the beer last night.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's a lot of beer bottles down here.
Well, I'd call that a good night, I suppose.
Pizza? Question mark.
Pizza?
There's a car that is driving. I'll keep you updated.
Well, there goes that part.
Oh shit. I think that that's pizza.
Well, I guess while he's handling that, he's
The
investigating.
person has not gotten out of their car. Oh, he can't hear me anymore. All right.
All right. So how are you guys? Like, where are you guys while he's going into the house?
assume
I
there's
am
some sort of-
sitting.
I assume there's some sort of like bench nearby.
Sure. Yeah, I'll give you that. There's a bench,
Oh.
probably like 50, 65 feet, something like that.
I will be
I'm-
sitting on the bench with my raven perched, basically like near the doorway up above it.
I'm
Sure.
And
probably
listening
sitting.
through the rating.
I'm probably sitting somewhere in the realm of like 40 feet away from the house, and just like very quietly playing my violin, like not to perform, but just kind of to myself.
Okay.
I'm still kind of patrolling around, and I'm a decent distance away, but like, I don't know. Yeah, like it's still like a decent. I can still see the house pretty well, but I'm still like keeping my distance, but kind of patrolling around it with the horse. On a horse.
You're on the horse.
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of trotting, like. This is not
Does
a.
it look like a regular horse? You said it's not a regular horse.
Yeah, I put in the D
You
notes.
motherfucker.
It says Tor. It says it's a like a goat horse with horns,
Okay.
and I have a It's a pretty big horse because there's a dragon on it, I suppose. So, a beefy horse, a buff horse, if you will.
All right. You guys see two humans leave the Zetopsy house and start walking down the sidewalk.
Scream out something.
Humans, you said?
Yep.
Humans.
Two humans.
And the ones that left were a dwarf and a half elf, correct?
Yep. Yeah, you don't recognize these guys.
I will wait for any sort of notification or sound from Kandur.
I
Oh,
would like Jhin to make a performance check.
Gotcha. Ooh, that's not very good. That's not very good. That's a 14.
Are you okay?
Okay. Okay, that's good enough to at least sound like you're practicing.
Maria wants napkins.
Where are we?
Doesn't just sound like you're trash. It sounds like you're trying to not be trash.
Oh, danke. Trade you to that. There you go.
What the hell? Oh, my phone is dead.
Do that.
One for me.
Junk. That was yoink. Yeet. Ow.
Is the dryer free or is it?
Yeah, I already switched over.
Okay.
Oh, you
Thank you.
switched it over?
Yeah.
My man. You
Alright.
just want one each? Are you sure? There's a whole other cheese pizza downstairs.
Oh my god, sure, I'll take another one then.
Trevor,
Fuck
there's a
yeah.
whole other
Cheese pizza downstairs.
God damn, son.
Take more.
You're a beautiful bastard. Thank you. Alright. Oh yeah. Hell yeah, deep fry milk.
How's that performance check?
Performance check was he sounds like he's
I sound like I'm
practicing.
actually meant to be practicing.
Yes. Like he sounds like he knows what he's doing, but he doesn't know what he's doing. But he knows that he doesn't know what he's doing, which is a good thing.
Correct. It's the facade I'm trying to go for. What I'm trying to do.
Perfect.
You're good enough
So-
to know that you are mistaken.
So they're gonna walk past you, and they're not gonna really pay you much mind. Still trying to stall, waiting on Pat to get back.
Pat, you're holding up this entire operation. I know you can hear me.
Oh.
Come on, Pat.
God fucking damn it. Oh, the door.
Here he comes.
All right, remind me what I see because I don't remember.
Basement.
Basement. What do I
Lots-
see in the basement?
Lots and lots of beer bottles, empty bottles.
Are they all empty?
Do you want to check every single one of them?
I would like to check the first 3 that I find. No more.
Yeah, 2 of them are empty. One of them is like a third full.
I'm gonna polish off that 3rd one.
It's warm.
Yeah.
I don't care. I didn't ask if it was warm. I asked to polish it off.
You do.
Cool. Do I see anything else in the basement
Nah,
besides
nothing
just
notable.
a basement?
It's a basement.
It's a basement.
Yeah, it's
Are
basement.
there any places where one might hide an Igor?
Sure, yeah, there's a couple closets.
I'm gonna check the closets.
Cool. One of them's locked.
I'm gonna kick down the door.
It's a closet. That's okay.
Alright, you kick down the door. Well, actually, let's make a strength check. Let's be sure.
Strength check. I'm a strong boy, I remember. I kick it down. 23 to kick it down, my good sir.
Yeah, you destroy this door.
I kick it off its fucking hinges.
No, you don't kick it off the hinges. The hinges
Oh.
stay there. The door disintegrates.
The door.
Door's
Nice.
gone. Door's gone. Hinge is still there, swinging in the wind.
And just a bunch of paintings of women just fall out.
Are they naked women?
They are naked women.
Nice.
Hot.
I'm gonna take one and put it in my pack, please.
Perfect. You may add that to your inventory.
Yeah. Can you do it, or do I have to do it?
I don't think I have permission to do that.
Also, I don't think D&D Beyond has a preset item for painting of naked woman.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to like type that into your
Yeah,
other
custom items, yeah.
other items.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna like actually look for one that you like, or are you just gonna take the first one you see?
The first one I see.
Cool. It's a naked tiefling woman.
Ooh.
Tagawa.
Is she cute?
Pick a number between 1 and 20.
69.
You dumb fuck.
Try
Do you
again.
not know how to math? You math degree?
He's in
Sure. We'll
character
do
as
69.
intelligence of 8.
69. Where did my die go? That I lost. Eh. She's a 6.9.
Nice.
Thanks.
Okay. After that, I'm gonna go back up the stairs, I think,
Okay.
and
So-
go into the kitchen, right? Because Igor spends most of his time in the kitchen. It would make sense if they put Igor in the kitchen.
So as you go
Bunch of drunk frat
upstairs,
boys. That's what a drunk Pat would do: is put Igor in the kitchen, right where he belongs.
Igor's not a woman.
I don't give a fuck what Igor is. He belongs in the kitchen.
fuck me. Gosh, name.
Cauldron? Cauldron? Kandur?
No,
Probably one of his
Kolaghan.
NPCs.
Jhin. NPC.
NPC.
NPC with staff. NPC looking at Connor.
Cody?
Boss man. Other boss
No.
man.
Anyways, so as you walk up the stairs, you see a half orc walking towards the door, and he sees you. Cody,
Yeah, what's up, dude?
I didn't think you made it back.
Oh, well, I talked my way out of it. I tell you what, man.
Really? What did they do to you, man?
Oh man, it was real bad. They tried to intimidate me. They cut my buddy's eyes out. It was so bad. It was so bad. And then after that, they blew up part of my knee, but then they healed it.
They cut out Nate's eyes?
They cut out Nate's eyes.
Yes, you would have known that his name was Nate. Yes.
They cut out Nate's eyes.
Dude, that's fucked up. Do you need a beer?
Yeah, I need a beer. Do you have one?
I do. Here, take
Oh,
mine. Let me
man.
go grab one.
Yeah. If you got a shot, I'll take one of those too, man.
Fuck yeah,
I'm
let's
fucked up
go. Let's
from
go to the
this.
kitchen. So you guys go to the kitchen and take a shot.
Yeah.
It's Sutton. Or Scutton.
You're feeling it.
Totally, it's gotten. Which I am going to say you are. Is there a condition drunk? Because you were
Poison?
drunk.
What is it?
Closest would be poisoned, I think.
I'm not incapacitated.
Perfect. No, that's what I want. Yep, poisoned is what I want. So you are poisoned.
Okay.
Because you're drunk.
Okay.
Dude,
I think we should give Ybor back before they come for us all, man. You know.
what? No, dude, you guys got away with it. Come
No, we
on.
didn't get away with it. They made me think that they're gonna come after us. I think they may have followed me, man. I
No, man, you're a sneaky son of a bitch. I know you.
No. I think they're gonna come kill us all, man.
He's
I think
gonna
it's gonna be real
slap you.
bad.
He's
Can I-
gonna slap you.
Can I hear?
Can I roll deception to see how well I do?
Deceiving him?
Can I
Yeah.
hear
What are you
Kandur?
trying to deceive? That's not.
Can I hear Kandur through the Raven because he's back up on the main floor now?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm going to
I
have
don't
my
know if you
Raven.
can hear what he's saying because it's through the door and it's a heavy door. But you can hear he's talking.
I can recognize the timbre of his voice.
No, because it's Cody.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
You recognize Cody's voice?
Maybe.
Maybe, probably not.
You want to do like a
I'm gonna
perception
go
check?
with
or something?
no because even though he wasn't a frat boy yet, he was trying to be. So
Okay,
he just came off as frat boy, and all of them sound the same.
but I at least hear commotion.
You hear people talking, and
Okay.
it's a little bit chaotic, slightly chaotic.
I'm gonna have my Raven start crowing rather loudly.
I will let you. Yeah, I'll let you. I'm gonna go with intimidation because you're not deceiving him really, because all the things you're saying are actually true.
Performance.
So I'm gonna go with intimidation on this one.
Persuasion, maybe, to try and see if he'll release.
Yeah, I'll give you persuasion.
Okay. All
I'll
right.
give you persuasion.
I can roll persuasion. That doesn't pass. That's a 9 to pass.
Yeah, no, he's still gonna slap you.
Okay. Do I hear the raven crowing?
No, not with the commotion. I would say.
Not if you're yammering, no.
Exactly.
I'm yelling too loudly.
That is a 20 to hit.
To hit me? Yeah, no, that hits.
Yeah, take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. Does that do anything to your disguise?
No.
Are you sure?
Okay. Although I
Yeah.
am actually, with your really crappy and like kind of acting weird, I am gonna roll against your disguise.
Against my deception. So I think I roll deception, right?
I think
It's a skill.
do you roll deception?
It says with an insight check versus your deception check.
Okay,
yes.
so I have to roll an insight and you'll roll deception.
Yes. And then I get a +5 to my deception in addition to my regular deception, right?
Yeah, I would say so, which means that you win because his insight was a 5.
I rolled a 7 and my deception is +6 +5 is an 18.
Yeah.
So he definitely still thinks that you're Cody, but he definitely doesn't. He thinks that you need to just get a hold of yourself.
He thinks you're a bitch.
Freaked out, man. I'm freaked the fuck out. They did some weird shit to me.
Come on, take another shot and we'll get over to the party.
Okay, all right, yeah. I like to party.
Takes
Yeah.
another shot. And all right, let's go.
Who's all not at the party? Why don't we just take everyone to the party with us?
Most everybody's there already. Everybody else, they'll be here. They'll get there.
Yeah. Let's just take everybody with us just to be sure. You know what I mean, man?
Hey, I like that idea. Let's go get 'em.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Let's run upstairs. Get 'em.
Yeah.
So you and fucking his name, I cannot think of it. Give me.
Chad.
Sure, we'll call him Chad. We'll
Beautiful.
call him Chad. It makes me really mad. No, I figured out his name. No, his name. Well, his name's Chad now. I figured out what I was gonna make his name, but anyways. Chad, you and Chad go upstairs. You run through. You guys find all the guys. All the beer is in glass, so you can't shotgun anything, sadly. But you all take another shot of scutting together. One of the guys pours something that isn't scutting and takes a shot of it instead.
You're a bitch. Come to a shot of this instead.
you take a shot of this.
Okay. I'm gonna take a shot of it.
All right, it is white powder ash tea.
Yeah.
Uppers and downers, let's go.
We're doing meth tea, boys. Let's go.
Alrighty.
Pizza Maria. Okay, but can you like get it on a plate for me? Hand it to me.
Alrighty. So you gather all of the 10 guys that are left in the building. And you get together. Mind you, you've got about 20 minutes left on your spell.
Okay. Do I
And-
remember that I have 20 minutes left on my spell?
Yeah,
You
I
would
think
know
so.
this.
You'd
Okay.
know that.
I'm not that drunk. Got it.
And you guys leave the house and start heading off. So
And while I'm leaving, I'm going to scream, "Woo! We're all going to party! Woo!" Loud enough that hopefully my party can hear it.
I'm gonna go with everybody hears it.
I'm gonna trail back a little bit, but I'm gonna have my raven keep a closer distance.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait for them to be out of eye and earshot
Okay.
and try and sneak into the house.
Okay. Go for it.
Roll probably a stealth check there, yeah?
Yeah, go for it. Yes. Roll a stealth check.
All right. That is oh, that's a dirty 20.
You really done hit good, boy.
You hid away
12
from
plus 8.
nobody.
I know, right?
Yeah, no, for real though, the house is empty.
Okay, after he
Would I
does-
assume that the house is empty?
I mean, Daedalus told you that there were 12 people, right? Daedalus did have a chance to tell everybody that.
I did.
Yeah.
What's your intelligence?
My intelligence is 12.
I mean, you can count to 12.
I can count to 12. Perfect.
You saw that 12 people left.
Oh, that's
So
okay
you're
left.
pretty confident. I mean, Daedalus might have miscounted, but you're pretty confident everybody's gone.
Okay, I'm going to.
Well, hold on. As soon as I see that he went in the house, I'm gonna I'm gonna charge in with turret on the opposite side and smash
shit.
a window
Oh, fuck.
on the horse
Into the house?
into the house.
Okay.
So like opposite of him, he just sneaks through the front door. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
It's like I just go right through the front fucking door. Just
Yeah.
Yoop. Sneak on in.
Okay.
I just go through a window on the other side on turret on the
Fuck.
horse.
Okay.
That's suspicious, but alright.
God, you're the fucking best.
Daedalus, you said that you're following behind?
I'm following behind Kandur, yeah.
Okay, Jobash is gonna, I would say...
Yeah.
At this point, you guys need to decide
Little
where
left.
Jobash is going. Who Jobash is going with. Daedalus, Kolaghan, or Jhin.
It'd probably be Jhin.
Alright, Trevor, you are in charge of Jobash from hither, henceforth.
Got it. I'm going to. I don't know what happened. I am going to send Jobash down to the basement, and I'm gonna probably take whatever's rooms to
Give
the
me more
left
keys.
and try and search for a cauldron and tell
so-
Jobash the same thing.
So you're staying on the main level going to the left?
Yes.
Kitchen.
Yes.
Cool.
One more cheese.
You find food.
I find food.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm like opening every door that I possibly fucking can, and if it's locked, I'll knock on it and go like, "Cauldron, God damn it," and then move on.
Okay. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw for Jobash.
Got it.
He gets
He
smacked
rolled
by
a
the
nat
horse.
10. Hold up. Let me get his score. Jobash gets a
+7.
walk. So a 17 total.
Yeah, so he saves.
Got it.
He sees the same thing that Kandur saw. And he sees a closet with a door that is shattered.
He'll go over to there first.
He sees several paintings of naked women.
He kind of looks at it for a second, goes, Kandured like this, and then moves on. Doesn't touch him
Okay.
because they probably look a little sticky. And goes to goes to the other closets that are in there and tries to open them up if he can.
Yep, doesn't find. I mean, he finds like a mop, and actually somebody puked into the mop bucket.
Fucking sick. I love it.
How old is it?
He finds a bunch of like weird candle things with like covers that are all sorts of different colors.
So there's nothing here, nothing there. Jhin probably got done about this time and is gonna go halfway down the stairs and go, Jobash! See anything? Do I have to roleplay with my fucking self?
Yes.
Yeah, fucker. No, I found some things
Huh?
Kandur might like, but I don't want to touch them.
think so.
What do you mean? They're kind of sticky. Just get up here. And I'm telling him to get his ass back over here.
Time out. Seth needs another beer.
Gotcha.
All right, I'll be back.
Slurp.
I'm gonna use this opportunity to go fill up some water. Be right back as well.
And then there were 4. Well, 5 with Maria.
Alrighty, go for it.
Oh, fucking timing. I'm gonna tell him to come back up, and he's like, I searched over here. Let's both go over this way, and I'll go to the right.
Right in the main hallway or the main room.
Yeah, there was a center, down, a left, and a right. Correct?
Well, the right's kind of the staircase.
Oh, the right is the staircase. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
The center is where
Just
I'll
the
go.
living area. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll try and search around there, see if we can't fucking find anything.
Couches with some like red sticky stuff on it, and there's a like a table that's got a card game that's like half in progress, but just got set down. That kind of stuff.
I'm gonna steal a bottle of Scutton.
Oh, you're going back into the kitchen?
I'm gonna go back in the kitchen and take a bottle of Scutton.
So there's the open bottle of Scutton on the counter.
Probably.
Yeah. But he was pretty wasted when he got it. There's a drawer open with like 6 bottles of Scutton in it.
I'm gonna take all 6 bottles of fucking Scutton.
Go for it.
Hell yeah. Mine now. Put it on my fucking inventory.
Yep.
Shit. I think we need a party to go to. Oh fuck, I gotta roleplay with myself. Shit. What? Let's go. And I start walking out. Hold one of these.
Jobash will take one of
Drink.
the bottles of Scutton and
Yeah.
open it and take a sip.
You
Just a
bitch.
sip.
Take one from. Oh, okay.
Hands it to you.
I will also take a pull of it and keep walking. Put it back in my pack.
Alrighty. So, Kolaghan, what are you doing?
I'm also just kind of checking the house too for anything locked and whatnot. Also on a horse. So
Oh
I'm
shit, did I
clopping.
see him?
So I'm clopping. Well, you had to, because
yeah.
I bashed
Yeah, I'm
through
gonna
the
go with
window
yes.
across the way.
You just.
I just like boosh. I was like,
fuck.
I'm here to save the day. Everyone okay?
And you just see us walking around with fucking bottles walking out the fucking.
Well, this would have been earlier. As soon as you like snuck in the
Yeah,
house.
so we're just like looking around.
Yeah, you're looking around, making sure no one's in the house, and then you just the boosh.
I think it would be at that point I stop like half stealthing around and just start walking around like.
Yeah, you're
What
just
the
walking
fuck?
around.
Where the fuck are
kinda
you all at?
patrolling the house.
Yeah.
I'm also patrolling the house, but on the horse, tromping dirt everywhere, and leaving hoof prints.
Clumps of horse shit everywhere.
I'm guessing I'm not gonna have any more luck and fucking Jobash and Jhin over here, but that's what I'm
You
doing.
can try if you want to,
Certainly.
but no. I'm not gonna waste your time. No, you're not gonna have any more luck. I mean, you can look in different spots. Maybe you'll find some more fun stuff.
But
you're
yeah,
not
I'm
gonna
on
have
the.
any more luck.
They would basically downstairs, but so I checked basically like the main hall-ish area, just like the other half of it.
Yeah, that's what they checked after you jumped in, before we remembered that you jumped in. Yeah. Didn't find anything there.
That's it. Just leaving horse prints everywhere.
Cool. So, where are you guys gonna go?
Home. Yep.
I'm gonna try and trail obviously very far behind where I saw those motherfuckers go for the party.
So, it's definitely been at least 10 minutes of you guys running around and looking through here. So, God damn you, cat. If you're gonna jump up on my lap, don't jump halfway up and then claw all your way down.
Ow. Is it itty bitty?
Anyways. No, Phoebe.
Oh, fucking Phoebe.
Anyways, definitely gonna need a survival check.
Let's let Jobash do that. Yeah. Jobash is gonna take a 15 plus 4 for 19.
I was actually gonna let you do it with advantage because one, because you guys watched him walk away. Two, because there's two of you doing it.
Sweet.
Doesn't.
It's gonna take a nat 18 plus 4. So 22.
Cool. Yeah. With a 22, I will let you guys catch up a little bit, actually.
Catch up.
And it's about a 5-minute walk for you guys, a quick walk for you guys to get there, and you catch up and you run into the back of Daedalus. Daedalus, you said you were trailing, right?
I was trailing Kandur and his little group.
It was about a 15-minute walk. And right as you see them, Kandur, by the way, you have 5 minutes.
Okay, good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
you guys-
trail with Daedalus.
You guys all join together as you watch these 10 guys go into just a house. So, let's start with Kandur. Hey, everybody! Look who fucking showed up!
It's me, boys.
It's Kandur!
Let's
The
go.
entire place explodes.
Does anyone know where the bathroom is? I really need to pee.
Everyone outside can hear this place explodes with just yelling and chanting and roaring. No, dude, there's no fucking place to go to the bathroom. You gotta tell everybody what fucking happened.
Oh man, it was wild. It was wild, but I didn't get a chance to go back at the house. I really just need to go.
Cody, how did you survive that? And you hear
Listen.
a voice that you know as Cody, and that you also kind of know as Kandur. As a half elf walks out of the very small kitchen into the main room, asking you what happened.
Do I know his name?
Yeah, his name is Kaz. Kaz Eaton.
Is he like the
so some
president
say
or some shit?
awesome.
He sure is the president. Yeah, he's the president.
Do some people call him Cosm Eaton?
No. Yeah, he's the president.
All right, look. Here's how it is. I just outsmarted them, plain and simple.
You outsmarted him.
Yeah, I outsmarted them. They were real dumb. They let us go in and just steal their shit. How smart could they be? They kept all of their money in a fucking jar. They were not that smart, guys.
Don't fucking talk to me that way. How
Listen.
smart do you think I am, man? You fucking bobbled the damn jar. You woke them all up. I saw
Okay.
your dead-ass body on the fucking staircase.
Listen. I was acting. I was real good at acting, okay? You got no idea how good of an actor I am.
I'll let you make a deception check on that, because I really want to do something if you win. I really want you to win this.
Deception. Do I get the +5 or no?
Not on this one, no.
Not on this one. That'll be a 22 to deception.
Very nice.
It's almost like
Fucking
you're a
played
bard
dead.
or something.
Fucking played dead! Guys, I know it! We're gonna call this kid Possum!
Oh.
Yeah, Possum! Fucking Possum! Let's go, man!
Possum's got a piss though, bro. Where's the pisser?
Right through there, fucker! Then we're all taking a shot
Alright.
with you! So there's a
Fuck.
main area that's like... I mean,
Fuck.
it's like maybe 40 square, 30 by 40 square. Maybe not even. I mean, well,
30.
Yeah, it's probably like 20 by 40, rectangular.
I assume this was audible from where we are outside.
You could probably hear
I'm
the
gonna go with, it's so fucking loud in there, you couldn't figure out what they were saying,
Okay.
but they were loud, and you
Okay.
could hear cheering, and they're very happy. So, give me a second, because this has kind of gone a direction that I wasn't expecting, and I need to do a little bit of math.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna be making my way a little, or as close to the house as I get, because I think I'm smart. My character's smart enough to realize that his disguise is gonna be running out any minute here.
I should have asked what the hell we did with Igor.
Oh shit, I missed that part. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, Cody, when you walk in, you see Cauldron tied up on a table in the middle of the main room.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, the bathroom is as you walk into the building. Bathroom is to the right, and it's a small 10 by 10 room. Kitchen is to the left. It's a larger room, and then there's the like main area in the middle.
Okay.
All right. So you go to the bathroom, and with that, I'll let it to the people. Well, was there something you wanted to do in the bathroom?
No, I would just wanted to like hopefully find a window and try and escape before my disguise is up.
Cool. Yeah, it's a small window. Good luck.
Yeah, I'm gonna
need you
try
to
and fit
make-
through it.
I'm gonna need you to make an
Athletics check?
Acrobatic.
acrobatics
Okay.
check.
Acrobatics. Come on, boys. That's a nat one.
You're stuck.
You are stuck in the window.
Help, step bro.
Oh no! You were stuck ass out in a window in a fucking frat rager.
Yeah, you're stuck in the window.
Does anyone see me stuck in the window?
No, everybody's fucking inside partying.
Oh god.
And I mean, it's a proper house. It's not like the bathroom window faces the front street. All right, everybody else, what are you guys doing?
I'm just waiting.
I was like, I'm just watching.
I will.
I'm trying.
How long
I'm,
do you guys wait? Because you hear the big chanting, and you do hear them chanting possum. Like that, you do hear.
Because
I'll
everyone's
keep-
chanting the same thing.
Possum, possum.
I still
I'll
got my horse for a while, so I'll just do it that we did the last house, and I'll kind of patrol around with a slow trot, keep my
Sure.
distance.
I will set by Raven around and try to get a lay of the land similar to what I did with the previous house.
Okay.
I'll sit with Daedalus and just keep an eye out.
So
Daedalus, I need you to make a perception check.
All right. Raven's perception is +3, so there's a 19.
All right, yeah, with a 19, I will say that you do see Cauldron. Where were you flying the Raven?
Yeah, sort of on a height between like the first and second floor on the building, just so I can kind of get an aerial view in through the windows and potentially see into any second floor windows.
So it is a one-story building actually.
Oh, okay. Then very
It's a fairly
top,
tall building.
very top of the first floor window level.
Okay, and you're just perched there, or?
Flying a perimeter around the house, taking a look inside.
so
All right. So first, what you see is through the main window, nothing, because they're not stupid. They've got the blinds drawn. You go around to the side, and you can see into the kitchen. And in the kitchen, you do recognize a dwarf. Going around the back side, there are no windows except for, well, you can't tell that it's a window except that there's a human that looks a lot like Cody hanging out of the window.
Oh, I figured his disguise would have been gone at this point.
Not quite
Yeah.
yet. Not quite yet.
But I can somewhat
You're
recognize
smart
where it's going.
enough, you know that it's Kandur.
Yeah.
You're pretty
What-
confident that you killed the only one that looked like that.
Yeah. How dense is the population outside of the building, or is everybody really inside?
Everybody's inside.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
I
There are like
will-
a few, like, you've gone away from the campus a little ways. Like I said, it was like a 15-minute walk for a bustling 10-person crowd. So, you guys went a couple blocks.
Okay. I am going to gesture to the rest of the party to go around the side where Kandur is.
I will slowly follow that way.
I need you guys to make a group stealth check.
Gotcha.
Yeah, everybody make a stealth. The three of you make a stealth roll.
Well,
Unless you don't want to be stealthy.
4, because Jobash.
4, you're right.
I
Well,
was gonna roll for Jobash as well.
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I was gonna
That was
say,
cocked.
if the Raven was patrolling one way, I would have been kind of patrolling the opposite direction. Like the Raven's going clockwise, I was going counterclockwise. I would not be with the rest of them.
So I will let you make your own stealth, but Daedalus did say that he wanted to tell you guys, so I'm guessing he'll tell Jobash and Jhin.
Yeah.
And
My stealth is a 18.
Jobash and Jhin got a 22 and a 24 respectively.
Fuck's
Nat
sake.
Nat 18 and Nat 14 plus 4 plus
Kolaghan,
8.
what's your stealth?
Yeah, let me...
We are spooky. It's fucking spooky tonight. Kolaghan.
Yeah, I know. It's a 3. I'm on a horse.
Oh no.
Take a look at my horse.
Kolaghan,
My
I
horse
really
is
wish that
amazing.
you went with them because that would have been a group success, but since you went by yourself, that's a failure.
Womp. Womp.
I told you at the beginning what I was doing.
I know. But Daedalus
Okay.
said that he told everybody, so it was kind of your guys' choice whether or not you did your own thing or not.
Well, no, I would have been doing my own thing.
So, the three of you, Jhin, Daedalus, and Jobash, you guys sneak around. The way I'm picturing it in my... Well, let me just ask you, Kolaghan, which side did you go towards Because I pictured you going towards the bathroom side first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would basically, if he sent the Raven going one direction, I was basically patrolling around the other direction.
Perfect. So, Jhin and Daedalus and Jobash, you guys go around behind past the kitchen, and you guys are sneaky AF.
Yeah.
You guys feel like James Bond times 1,000.
Fuck yeah.
You're like 7,000, like 007,000.
Fuck yeah.
And then you hear come from the other side of the building. And you hear all these possum. Did you guys hear that? No, it's fucking nothing.
How high up is Kandur right now?
Kandur, 4, 5 feet, probably.
That's tall enough, I think, for all of us to reach. I'm gonna try to get him.
Oh yeah, you guys can
Get
reach
it
it.
out of
But
the
before
window.
that, two guys come out and they see you, Kolaghan. Bro, what the fuck are you doing here, man?
I just heard that there's a wicked ass party going on.
Who fucking told you that?
Your buddy Cody.
Cody did. You know Cody?
Well, I thought I knew him, but then my friends took him out to the shed, and I don't know what happened after that.
Wait. No, he's in the bathroom. What are you talking about?
You mean that? You mean that bathroom?
Well, yeah, the bathroom in the house. Duh.
I don't know what you want from me for this roleplay. I'm really tired.
I want you to get the fuck out of our house.
Okay. I'll just trot the other direction.
Okay. They all go back inside. All right, now we can go back. You said you can help. Yeah, you can get to Kandur for sure. And about the time you guys get there, poof! It is no longer Cody. It is now Kandur.
Yeah, I'll help him to get out of the window, and then I think it's probably a good idea to call it here. I think.
I'm real
We can call it
tired.
here.
We're all tired.
When it's sleepy time down south.
Alrighty.
Hmm.
Cool.
Now I can look at all of Jobash's shit.
Having fun.
I've been kind of looking. It's awfully interesting.
I promise you all, I'm not a sociopath. I swear.
I make no promises.
Oh, this is outside the game. I'm aware that Daedalus is a madman. David is not a sociopath.
I'm taking inspiration from you,
Oh,
as in the TV show. Not
Kandur.
you personally.
Yeah.
The one that gave you white ash tea.
Yeah.
His name is Jacob.
Okay.
hmm
Nice.
And if you wanted to know any of the names of any of the other ones, you would have known as Cody. So.
Okay.